I'm not gonna lie and portray this ultimate poise like I've had it figured out. Nah, I just didn't quit. That's the only distinguishing quality from me and probably whoever else going through this or went through this or is gonna go through this, is that I ain't quit. I went through every emotion. I went through every emotion with trying to pursue what I'm doing. You closer to where you trying to get than where you started from. Correct. So you gotta keep going, and that's the point. If you stay down, you'll reach that point. You'll look up and be like, shit, it's closer to get to where I'm trying to get than to stop and turn around. Right. So
what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Mystical Mermaid. So we're gonna have another Nipsey Hussle inspired pick a card reading. You guys, I love Nipsey Hussle. I'm extremely inspired by Nipsey Hussle and the Marathon brand and the All Money In team. Everything that Nipsey has created is just, it's powerful. Him and his team, they're powerful, just powerful. Black Sam, the whole team, I'm just like kind of mind blown. And I'm very excited to see what's going to happen for the future, because I just feel like there's a lot of good things to come. Like I said, I don't believe that spirits die. We don't die. We ascend, we transition, and we go on to the next thing. But our physical form does have, you know, an expiration date. Our physical form expires, but our spirit never dies. And our legacy, if we do it right on this earth, in this current lifetime, it can live past our physical body. And I just feel that Nipsey's spirit is going to be doing a lot of great things with his family and his team, his community. And I just feel like there's something more. I know that they just dropped the Marathon Burger, restaurant, which was really cool. Yeah, I went and it was pretty delicious. So I was just like, I think there's going to be more to come. I just feel it in my spirit that this is just like the second stop. You know, there was a Smart store, the Marathon Smart store. Well, even before then, you know, there was like Sloss and Teas, and there's the Marathon store. You had the burger spot, and I just feel, and then there's Marathon OG. There's a lot that's here, and I feel like this is like a tree that's going to branch off and have different little, you know, legs, like different branches. And I just feel like this is just another step, and I feel like there's more to come. That's just my opinion. That's what I think is going to happen. But anyways, we're doing this reading to inspire each other, right? We're going to use Nipsey Hussle songs to kind of connect with. We're just going to celebrate his energy, his legacy, and the beautiful and amazing things that he was doing for his community, for the community to grow, to evolve, to support the youth. And I just feel like this is something we all should be doing, is connecting with each other, building community, and looking out for each other, especially the youth. And this is something that Nipsey was doing. Nipsey cared a lot about the youth, his neighborhood, his community, health, and of course music and creativity. But being a Black business owner, having our own, you know, businesses, being financially, you know, stable, financially literate, you know, like having the smarts, you know, to handle money and invest and be a landowner, property owner, homeowners, business owners. He cared a lot about all these different things. And yeah, just a very clever guy, a very smart and in tune, spiritually in tune guy. If you listen to a lot of his songs, you can tell that he was an out-of-the-box thinker. You could tell that he was spiritually in alignment beyond religion. And not everyone taps into that frequency. Not everyone taps into that energy where they see the bigger picture. They see the bigger picture beyond their struggle, and they can arise above it, you know? I mean, seeing a lot of death, seeing a lot of tragedy, seeing a lot of war, and a lot of poverty, that can, you'll either rise above that or you'll fall into it. And it's so deep that Nipsey and his team, because I do want to mention his team, Nipsey and his team were able to rise above this, in despite of what all they went through and the hustle and the street life and everything that they've gone through and had to experience, they still managed to keep going and moving forward and going towards their dreams and goals. Like, that is focus. And that is the point, in my opinion, of All Money In my opinion, is giving it your all, putting it all in, never tapping out, and just staying focused. And that's the point of the marathon, is that you're going to have your ups and downs, and you're going to have sometimes obstacles, and sometimes things won't always be moving fast paced, but you have to pace yourself in life and keep going even though there's ups and downs, you know? That's the marathon, you know? It's not a race, it's a journey, and it will continue. Whether you're living here in the physical realm, in a physical vessel or not, it continues, okay? And if you do this life thing right, your words, your energy, your legacy will inspire others. And in my opinion, Nipsey Hussle, Ermias Askodum, lived his life well. He did that shit. So that's my opinion. And I think Ermias fulfilled his purpose. And I don't always understand why spiritually certain people have to go the way they have to go, or why can't they have more time. But then I start to realize, you know, just by seeing a lot of people like pass away and just really thinking about this and meditating on it, is that if you fulfill your contract, there's no need for you to, you know, I guess, experience the same things over and over. So I definitely feel like he ascended, he leveled up, and now he's at a greater position to help his family and his team. And I know that may sound weird, but when you're no longer in a physical vessel, because our physical vessel limits us, right? So if you're out of your body and you're in the higher dimensions, you can shift things, you can align things, you can protect your people better, you can do things better. When you're an ancestor, when you've leveled up, you can help better. And that is the truth, because you're not limited to a physical, this confinement, you know? And his energy was real big. And I don't know, if you look at him, you could just see, like, his energy ascended. You can see his transformations over the years. You can see how he kind of shape-shifted into, like, just different versions of himself. And this last version of himself, sorry guys, I'm tongue-tied all today. This last version of himself was very powerful. I don't know if you guys paid attention to that. Let me know if you noticed that with like the visuals and the interviews with Nipsey. Just his energy was very calm, strong, powerful, but his skin was glowing. His aura glowed, like he was beaming. Like he looked like light, like just this light energy, and his aura was strong. And he's always had that powerful, strong, fierce energy, but there was something so calm, relaxed, and peaceful, and also, I would say, joyful about his energy. He looked content, he looked happy, he looked excited, he looked fulfilled. And if you watch any of his other videos, you can see like Nipsey was in the grind, he was hustling. You know, he had that hunger in his eyes. He looked like he was hungry. He looked like he was trying to make something shake, like he was trying to do some things. But his last years, his 33, those last years where he was, you know, doing a lot of promoting for Victory Lap and the businesses that he was building. I think it was Vector 90? I have to remember, go back and look. But all the different things he was kind of building and talking about health and wellness, like you could, in his spirituality, you could see the shift in his energy and if you're spiritually in tune, you could feel his energy shift. Like that was a different version of himself. That was a higher version of Nipsey. And it felt like his energy seemed like there was this inner knowing of his power and of his worth on a deeper level. It was just a very, I want to say etheric, like there's just kind of like ethereal energy to him in his last interviews. Please let me know if anyone else has picked up on that. Like his energy was totally different. I feel like he's always been spiritually in tune, but we go through different stages and various evolutions in our lifetime. And you can see his transition quickly, like his different transformations, his words, his messages, they changed. Even his tone of voice and the way he would speak shifted. If you go back and watch his interviews, you can see the changes over the years of his overall being and frequency, the maturity, the spiritual maturity, emotional maturity. And like I said, we all have a purpose and to fulfill here, a soul contract. And I honestly feel that Nipsey's soul contract was fulfilled. Like, he did what he was supposed to do here, and that is rare that people fulfill what they were supposed to fulfill here on earth. Okay, and he knew that his purpose was to inspire others on multiple levels, not just with music, but with business and with the trials and different things he went through. He knew, his soul, his higher self knew that he was supposed to go through all of that to be who he was and who he is. Okay, and that's very powerful. I also believe there's some strong ancestral help for him and his bloodline. I feel like he has rich, like, royal bloodline. I just strongly feel that. I believe he may be Eritrean. I could be wrong, so please correct me. And if that's so, I mean, just royalty. Like, there's so much richness in just his aura. Him and Black Sam. There's something so powerful about those two in their team. And keep in mind, we're frequency. So the people you attract on your team, like, it's a match. It's a vibrational match. So that's telling you that every single, I want to say player, every single person, figure on that marathon team or the All Money In team, it's a powerful frequency. They're all meant to fulfill a higher purpose, to inspire others, to keep moving forward. And all you can do is fulfill your purpose and do the best you can every day, but know that the ups and downs are a part of the journey. They're a part of the marathon. They're a part of your story. So fulfill your purpose. Live your life, follow your dreams and goals. We never know how much time we have in these physical bodies, and we're not guaranteed tomorrow. So the true message is to follow your heart, get in tune spiritually, God, source, universe, connect with your angels, your ancestors, spirit guides, and follow your purpose. A song that came up before I was about to film this reading was Mercy by Nipsey Hussle, and I forget her name. I'm blanking on her name, but she's been on, I think she's been on a couple of Nipsey songs. Is it Stacy? I could be wrong, but Mercy, like, he said something, he was like standing at the crossroads looking at did he say the cosmos or something like that? I was just like, that is so deep. Like, it's like when I heard it, and it was my first time hearing that song. When I heard it, it's like I had a vision, like I could see it all. And it's just like this search for a higher purpose, a higher knowing. It's this what's the true meaning of all of this? The pain, the struggle, the ups and downs, the joy, the success, and then the fall, and then the rise again, What is the purpose of this life? And I felt that energy with that song. So you guys, drop down below how Nipsey Hussle has inspired you. Let's share love. Let's inspire each other. I definitely feel like that's what this life is about. And let's just continue lifting each other up and supporting each other. And if you have a business, drop your business down below. Drop some positive words down below if you stayed for the reading. Drop your favorite Nipsey Hussle song. And by any chance, someone who sees this who needs to be uplifted, maybe they'll be inspired by the comments. Maybe they'll be inspired by one of the readings. Maybe they'll be inspired to just listen to a song, to keep going and to stay positive. And if by any random lucky chance that one of Nipsey's family members or team members see this, I'm doing this with all respect. I'm sending you guys so much love, and keep going. Keep going. Just continue. The marathon continues. And we want to send you love. Whoever, if someone from his team or his family sees this, much respect. I feel like there's a message here for you as well. Like, we're all representing and celebrating Nipsey and life, We're all in it, We're all soul beings having a human experience, and all we can do is lift each other up and keep moving forward. And inspire. And be kind. because you never know what people are going through. So that's on that. All right, that's on that. Let's get started. I don't know why I went into that whole spiel, but I just follow my heart nowadays. It's like, if I feel called to say something or go into deeper detail, then I will. That's on that. All right, y'all. We have 4 options today. I'm not going to tell you which song it is. You got to choose from 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes, those numbers. Once you choose your option, I'll have timestamps down below. Yes, I'll be working on being quicker with timestamps. I'll have timestamps down below. Once you choose your option, you'll get your song, all right? I also want you guys to take some time and pray and meditate, at least for 5 minutes. Just sit still and ground yourself. Do some breathing and ask your spirit guides, your angels, your higher self to guide you on which option to choose. And that'll be your reading. If you like a personal reading, email me MysticalMermaidLight@gmail.com. Follow me over on TikTok at 𝘪𝘀. And let's get started. If you guys like this reading, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. I want you guys to know that you are loved. You are loved and you are appreciated. And if no one's told you that today, know that you are loved. I'm sending you guys a virtual hug. Just keep going. Don't ever give up. No matter what's going on in life, just know that it will get better. You have to affirm that it will get better. Speak it into existence. Things are working out for me. The universe has my back. The universe loves me. God loves me. Source loves me. I have angels protecting me and watching over me. I have things that are aligning for me for my higher purpose and my highest good. I am safe. I'm alive. I am protected. I am well. I am thankful. Gratitude is a high frequency. 3 of the highest frequencies are always going to be authenticity, love, and gratitude. Always remember that. All right, let's get started. Option 1. Option 1, you guys have be here for a while. Okay? So let's see what needs to be said here for you guys. Let's see what the message is. I'm going to get some tarot for you guys. We're going to get some oracle cards. Be here for a while. So I wrote down some lyrics that I felt you needed to hear from this, okay? In this song, he says, before you get the ish, you got to lose it all. And then you find yourself and see you's a God. Knowing how to recover, a bounce back. And now I'm hearing Big Sean. Last night took an L, but tonight I bounced back. I've been broke as hell. What is he? Cash a check, bounce back. D-Town. So it's like, no matter what you've been through, you can bounce back. Yeah, if you a real one, you know how to bounce back. And that's really that. Be here for a while. I believe Nipsey and Big Sean have a song. Hold up. I'm trying to remember. What is it? I think so. I think they have a song together. I'm not the best at remembering song names, but yeah. Go check that out. All right. So I wrote down poetry, speaking your truth. I'm hearing it's in the pudding. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Podcast, books. Some of you guys are needing to share your story. I just heard get on the mic and express your truth. Maybe an open mic night. They're showing me there's this page on, God, what are they called? It's something writing. It's a poetry, I guess it's like a poetry club. And they film their they go live. They film their performances. And I'm trying to remember what state that's in. But anyways, they go live. And you can see people just randomly get on the mic. Sometimes it's comedy. Sometimes it's pain. Sometimes it's about love. And then they promote their businesses. So it's really a nice little vibe. So go on TikTok and look up poetry live or something like that. Or writings and poetry. What do you guys have? The Magus. Oh, this is beautiful, powerful. I love that you guys have the Thoth coming out. The one and only Thoth coming out, because I wrote down for you guys Thoth the Atlantean Emerald tablets. And I'm going to show it to you because I don't know if you guys can see my little messy writing right there. And my misspelling of Atlantean. Anyways. Right there, I wrote it down, right? And here you go. So the Emerald tablets. That's a heavy hitter that we're starting off with. That's a heavy hitter. So So both the Atlantean, the Emerald Tablets, I am that I am. So this is a connection with cosmic beings. You know how Erykah Badu said, write it down and watch it get real? There's power in your words, there's power in your spells, right? Spells. Well, spells are your words. There's power in your words, there's power in the tongue. There's power of life or death in your tongue and in your writing as well. So you guys need to be mindful of what you're saying about yourself, what you're saying over your circumstances, what you're saying about other people, what you're saying in general, what you're writing, because it's things are being birthed, things are coming to life. Okay, so words are spells and words are frequency. Everything's frequency. God of air, that's the communicator, that's the thinker. So once again, your thoughts, your words, what you say, what you write, it's all spells. This is giving the scrolls, like this is giving like a scroll keeper, someone who carries wisdom, someone who holds knowledge, like a gatekeeper. And I sometimes think of emerald, emerald, whoa. I don't know why I want to say that, but I'm gonna hold off on it. I'm gonna tell you guys later. Hold on. I like to think of Thoth as a gatekeeper, which he kind of is of the Emerald Tablets of higher wisdom. He's a higher being, a very ancient being that reincarnates. And we're talking about reincarnation here. Some of you guys may feel called to go watch the reincarnated pick a card reading that I did. That's a Kendrick Lamar inspired reading. It's giving that. It's giving reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on. Yeah. So I need all my babies. Yeah. So this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. I want to say, let's see what else is going through. What else is going through? What else is coming through? Interesting. Going through. Something's going through for you guys. Yep, something's going through for you guys. But they're asking you to drop what's weighing you. Drop the burdens. Drop what's holding you back. There's something that's weighing you. You guys are ultimate manifestors. Like, I'm hearing generators and manifestors. I'm not really into the whole like design thing. What is it called? The human design. But I don't know if some of you guys are. But I'm getting like generator, manifestor, this energy of like I can create, I can amplify energy. So you guys could even amplify someone else's manifestations, whether that's coming together in a union, masculine and feminine energy coming together, if you know what I mean, on that Osiris, Isis kind of energy, or if it's just as simple as if a family member or if a friend shares something with you, which sharing your dreams and goals is an intimate thing, and I don't recommend doing that. I feel like we should keep our dreams and our goals to ourselves until they've manifested. But if someone shares something with you, you guys have the power to amplify it, like manifest it. So you guys could be considered the prayer warriors, or you guys had ancestors, elders that were considered prayer warriors. And when they prayed over people, things actually happened, like things were actually done. You guys are very powerful in matters of thought, word, speech, and writing. So just keep that in mind, especially if someone, aggravates you, or if you feel called to say something not so nice about yourself. Think twice, because you're listening, and your spirit guides are listening, and your ancestors and angels are listening. So this is you guys realizing who you are. I'm hearing remembrance of thyself, a coming home to thyself, okay? A lot of ancient wisdom that you guys are remembering. Time is an illusion. I'm hearing and seeing that the future, they're showing future, the word future, and the past are one. So those being an ancient being, he's coming through and saying that you are simply coming into a realization of your own power. And when things have gone bad in your life, pay attention to your words and your thoughts. Did you visualize the worst case scenarios? Were you in a fear-based energy? Did you take on someone else's fear-based projections? Okay. And when things have gone well for you, what did you shift? So right now, the message is for you guys to realize that you are God. God is within you. I'm hearing Kendrick Lamar when he says, know that you're God even when they say you ain't. Yeah, level up your rank. Know that you're God even when they say you ain't, you know, and that's this. That's basically what Nipsey is saying. Like, sometimes you got to lose it all just to come to the conclusion that, hold up, I can gain it all back. I am God. I am that I am. I am powerful. I can manifest this. I'm hearing Nipsey where he says, spoke some things out into the universe and they appeared. And this is that. The magician with Thoth, a very strong connection with higher realm beings, reincarnated. Some of you guys can even have mediumship spiritual abilities. You're not crazy. You're receiving downloads and messages from higher realm beings. That is very powerful. The only thing holding you back is you and the things you continue to hold on to that you need to let go of. All right, so let's get into these other cards. Give me one card from this deck. Direction Guardian, choose your path. They're saying it's up to you. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Look at this compass. Look at this compass here. This looks a lot like the World card, in my opinion, and the Wheel of Fortune. Some things are fated, right? Some things are destined, but then there are some things that you can choose. We all have free will. And any path you take will be right for you. It just means that, okay, maybe you're supposed to learn this lesson. Maybe you're supposed to gain this, you know, sort of wisdom. So choose your path, okay? This compass has an eye in it. Like, spirit is watching over you. Okay, this is like the seraphim angels. Seraphim angels, Thoth, ancestors, spirit guides, help from other dimensions, like past lifetimes, other planets. Like, this is a very ancient energy. Let me get you guys another card. Use your words wisely. That's what they're telling you, is to use your words wisely. Now, this would be a powerful time for you guys to start writing things as if they've already existed. You know, like the things you want, and be in gratitude for it. Show gratitude for it. Write it down. Like, thank you that I have this. Thank you that this worked out for me. I'm so happy. Isn't it so wonderful? It's so great that this played out for me in my favor. And be in gratitude. And watch your words and watch your thoughts. You can always shift your thoughts. Okay? Let's see what's going through. I keep saying what's going through. What's going through. Let's see what's going through. Okay. Yeah, they want you to watch your anger. Woo! Watch that tongue. Watch that mouth. Look, that's a wasp spirit, right? The energy to sting others, right? Not everyone will understand your tone, is what I'm hearing. So you guys want to be, ancient wisdom. You guys are collecting ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge. But they're saying you need to watch how you speak to yourself and watch how you speak to others. Okay? Especially when you're angry, what are you saying? Okay? Certain things you just can't take back, right? So watch your anger. That's a big message there. Watch your temper. Get a hold of your emotions. Don't take anything personally. Respond in a very logical and neutral manner. Whoa. And this card, they're talking about karmic paths, different lessons you've had to learn over time, right? Some of you guys could have either just had a Saturn return or you will be approaching a Saturn return, is what I'm hearing. So you guys have had to learn some hard lessons. I'm hearing you're not new to this, you true to this. Like, you've been through some ish. You guys who are watching this, you guys have been through some things, but they're telling you guys the reason why you've been through this is because your soul signed up for this to evolve. Okay? You needed to realize your power. You need to know how powerful you were, that you could bounce back. You can go through these ups and downs. You can go through things that you never thought that you could come out of and make it. And it's like, I'm resilient. That's what I'm hearing. I'm powerful. I'm strong. I'm wise. I'm courageous. I'm seeing the strength card in tarot. So you're realizing that you can overcome so much. I'm hearing we shall overcome. So they need you to know that things will shift and get better for you. Okay? As soon as you guys take control over your thoughts, your words, what you're saying to others, what you're thinking about, what you're sharing, what you're writing down, what you're programming yourself with, the magician has all the tools, okay? So they're saying be resourceful. Take what you have and make it shake. okay? Take what you have and make it shake, but watch your anger. Choose what it is you want to do. Like I said, you guys would do good with like podcasts, writing a book, right? Even if it's a poetry book, singing, rapping, some sort of way to use your throat chakra. I just heard poetry in motion. Writing things down is going to help you bring things to life. Speaking it, thinking about it. You guys are giving life. Like the Ankh, you guys are giving life to things. All right, we have soulmate coming through, which is kind of like a random wild card coming through in your reading because it's very interesting. I don't see how it aligns with some of the other things, but this could be a separate message that you guys have some soul tribe coming in, some soul family coming in. So be on the lookout for that is what I'm hearing. Well, no, they're saying do you and watch what happens. Be on the lookout, like be mindful, be aware that people are aligning to you when you raise your frequency. But if you think all men are bad, you're going to attract that. If you think all women are bad, you're going to attract that. So just keep that in mind. You got to shift your thoughts. Okay, let's see what's happening spiritually with you guys. Divine feminine. Whoa. So we have a strong masculine energy here in this reading, and then all of a sudden you get the divine feminine, which comes out after the soulmate. So a lot of you who are watching this are strongly connecting with the other side of yourself. You know, whether you're more in your masculine or more in your feminine, you're trying to balance things out to manifest, like the Ankh, the masculine feminine energies coming together. And I feel like you guys should pour more feminine energy into your life, meaning nurturing, self-care, you know, taking time out to rest, taking time out to really focus in on what it is that you want. How do you want to feel? Pouring back into yourself, okay? So the hustle energy, right? That energy is very active and it's very masculine. But the feminine energy, the subconscious mind is the creator. It's very interesting because masculine and feminine energies are both creative, but once the conscious mind says something, the subconscious mind takes it and manifests it. So it's like it holds whatever the masculine does or says. So for example, if a man and woman come together, in that interaction, he plants the seed, she holds the seed and she nurtures the seed and gives it life. That's how your masculine and feminine energy work within you. So you need to balance your masculine and feminine energy. And we're talking about the conscious and subconscious mind, but we're also talking about these energies within yourself. And also knowing that when you work on this within you, that's when things start to shift outside of you. So when you guys start doing this, notice how different people will kind of align with you, and some people might align themselves out of your life. Like some people might kind of like reroute and walk away, and that's okay. But the right people will kind of be drawn to you, okay? So just allow things to kind of naturally play out. Focus on your masculine and feminine energies, but keep in mind, the masculine energy plants the seed. The feminine energy carries the seed and gives it life. It nurtures it. So that is like you guys' main message there. All right, I'm gonna get you guys one more card. Y'all, wait until you see this card. You guys have 52, which is a 7, and 7 is very spiritual. But you guys have the scarab beetle, which is also in like ancient Egyptian kind of practices as like protection, as well as sometimes luck and prosperity. And I'm actually wearing one. Look at that. The scarab beetle. It says magic works through you. Well, if you haven't figured that out by now, you had the magician with Thoth, and you have the scarab beetle. So some of you guys have some sort of connection to ancient Egypt, Atlantis, reincarnated several times. Okay, so magic works through you. Once you realize this, things will drastically shift for you and change. Thoth might be a spirit guide that wants to work with you. Okay, maybe trying to impart some sort of knowledge on you, but this divine feminine energy says receive your birthright. Unconditional love. So they're saying love is your birthright. You just need to be receptive to it. Slow down and be receptive to love. Put the burdens down, put the weight down, put the stress down, and sit still and receive this love. Like I said, you guys have a lot of divine beings here in your reading, like a lot of help. And this is powerful. Your bottom of the deck card is expression. So expressing yourself, throat chakra, hello, speak up, share your story. Authentic expression. I said that in the beginning of this reading. Authenticity is the highest frequency. Authentic expression, words are powerful. Truth. Bam, that's a mic drop. That's a mic drop right there. It says words are powerful. Truth. Boom. Speak up. Be heard. Be seen. Share. That's what I have for you guys. Option 1. I'm sending you guys so much love. It's time for you guys to get out of a fear-based energy. Get out of anger. You know, bring your ideals to life. You guys have a lot of water energy coming through as well. Come to life. 6, 7, progress. Bring your ideas to life. Electric ill spirit. Anything you have in mind, you can give life to it. Give life. Speak life into others is also what I'm hearing. Speak life into people that you love. Don't feel sorry for them. You know, don't feel sorry for yourself. Just simply speak life back into yourself. That's what you guys need to be doing. That's how powerful you are. That's what I have for you guys. Comment down below. I am magic. I am powerful. I am that I am. God, goddess energy. That's who you are. Remember who you are. Stay in that energy and don't come out of it. Send you guys love. Go listen to Be Here for a While, which is also making me think of Thoth. Be Here for a While. Wink, wink. Okay. But once again, Nipsey says in this song, I get paid to speak my mind. That could be another venture for you. Express yourself. All right. Option 2. Face the World is your song. Face the World is your song. Okay, let's see what the cards want to say. Or more of what does Spirit want to say. What do your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides want to say to y'all? Face the world. You know, I heard face your reality. And then as soon as I heard that, I heard where I think Dr. Joe Dispenza says your reality is your personality or something like that. I think he says something to existence. Google that. Or your personality is your reality. So how you treat yourself, how you go about things is manifested throughout your life, like your experience. So whatever you're saying about yourself, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're constantly doing or programming yourself is what comes to life. That's what you give birth to. So what you consistently keep emitting out into the universe. All right, let's see. The lyrics that stood out in this song is, regardless what you into, regardless of what you've been through, I feel like I gotta tell you, you got something to contribute. Something to contribute. That's at the very end of the song. And when I heard that, it almost made me emotional, because it's like a reminder to not give up. Like on your darkest days, you know, through the storm, don't give up. Don't give up. If it looks gloomy, just know that it won't be forever. And that was really the message for you guys, is to just put that first step forward. Like, you know, show up for yourself. It doesn't have to be major. Just get up every day, you know, brush your teeth, wash your face, take a shower, put on some new clothes, and sit still in meditation and prayer. Go outside. That alone is you trying, okay? So show up for yourself. Drink some water. Speak, you know, positive, powerful words over your water before you drink it, you know? So let's see. It's so simple. Some things are so simple. It makes such a big difference. Option 2, Holy Spirit. Woo, that card wants to fly. What is this? The Lovers. Divine masculine, divine feminine energy, self-love. Contracts too. All right, let's see what's going on here. Things will align when the time is right. Now I'm hearing Nipsey Hussle's Perfect Timing. Go listen to that song. Emperor. Woo! Stepping into your power. This is a very divine masculine energy. This is leadership. This is an entrepreneur. This is someone who, I'm hearing, sets the tone. Chess moves, not checkers. This is someone who's very strategic, logical. This being embodies all of the kings, the King of Wands, the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, earth, water, fire, and air. He embodies all the elements. He sits on his throne. The Emperor trumps the King. Someone needs to know that. This, it feels like a chess game. Strategy, logic. Okay. Strategizing. What is it that you want? That's what I'm hearing. What do you want to plan? Like, what do you want to bring to fruition? In this current existence, what is it that you want? It's that simple. Sometimes it's that simple. We just need to ask ourselves, how do we want to feel? What do we want? Because usually when we want certain things, it's because we want to feel a certain way. For example, if someone has on their bucket list, or not bucket list, on their manifestation vision board, I want a Bentley. Okay, well, why do you want a Bentley? Well, it's a status symbol. Nipsey Hussle, status symbol. Go listen to that. But it makes me feel good about myself when I have a Bentley. Because it's, you know, maybe it's proof that I've made it, or that I've reached that financial, you know, goal that I had for myself, to have something so nice that costs this amount of money. And money isn't even real. Money is energy. It's frequency. And a car is a material object that will at some point go out of style. You know, it's, how does it make you feel to have this item? Why do you want this item? What is the feeling that you think you're going to have behind that? That it's you processing these things. You coming into an energy of feeling is what's going to manifest what you want. Feeling is always going to be key to manifestation. If you can envision it, if you can picture it, if you can imagine it, it can come to life. But you have to feel it. That's the sprinkle on top of it. That's the sauce. That's the magic, you know, mysterious ingredient that you were trying to pick up on. How do I bring things to life? By feeling it. So if you sit and daydream and you can imagine the worst case scenario and feel that, you can also do that with the best case scenario. Being optimistic, like, this is going to work out, and you feel the feeling of receiving or having what it is you want with all your heart and all your being, and sitting in that energy, speaking as if you already have it, envisioning yourself and embodying that energy that already has it, writing it down as if you already have it, showing up for yourself as if you already have that. That's what's going to manifest this. So I'm hearing think bigger. I'm seeing that famous like TikToker video where he's like, the problem is you ain't thinking big. You need to be thinking big. And that's what I'm hearing. It's like, you guys need to come out of the box. Now I'm hearing out of the box. You guys remember that? Out of the box. Like, come out of the box and think grand. Think on a grander scale. Think bigger. And sometimes people have a hard time thinking big or imagining bigger things for themselves because of their circumstances, right? It kind of reminds me of, it's kind of like the study of schools and children who are able to go on field trips that are like out of state or even to different cities. And there are children who aren't able to go on field trips. Like that school can't afford for those children to see other things but their own environment, and how that affects them in contrast to those who are able to, you know, that school who's able to travel and go to another state or go to another city. There's a huge difference. Those children, it's like the chicken in the eagle coop, right? Those children think that they're bound to that environment because they don't see a way out. And there's a Nipsey Hussle lyric where he says, knowing he a genius, he just can't, what is it? Knowing he a genius, is it that he can't explain it because they left him no platform to, something like that. Knowing he a genius, he just can't explain it because they left him no platform to explain it, something like that. I'm blanking. But it's like those kids don't have a platform. They don't know anything else than what they're being shown. Their environment, you know? But the school, the children who are able to see other cultures and other environments, in other ways of living, they have a more expansive, you know, vision, imagination for themselves, because they've seen more than their own circumstances. That's also why books are very important for children, and stories are very important for children, because they need to know that there's so much more than what they are and what they are currently experiencing, and that they can reach beyond their current limitations. That's such a huge deal. So there could be something in connection with helping children, helping the youth, really tapping into how you can help to inspire others and help them to feel liberated. Help them to see that they are the eagle and not the chicken. Because if you're stuck in a chicken coop, if you're an eagle in a chicken coop, you're going to think you're a chicken because that's all you see are little chickens. You're going to think, if you were brought up in poverty and that's all you're surrounded by, and you have no one telling you that you can be more and have more and do more, you're going to think that this is how life is and this is the way it has to be. But if you're someone who is around people who are inspiring you and uplifting you and saying, hey, you can follow your dreams and you can have this and you can do that and you can go for this and you can graduate college, or you can, you know, be a president, or you can be an astronaut, or you could be this, you know, writer, or whatever it is, you're gonna believe that. If you are able to experience meeting people who are in those positions, you know that it's accessible. So the eagle knows it's an eagle because it's surrounded by other eagles, right? And even if there was a chicken in the eagle coop, it would think it's an eagle. You get what I'm saying? So you kind of become your surroundings. The people who you are do affect people who you are. Wow. The people who you spend time with do affect who you are. That your living space, you know, the energy around you can affect you. But if you're powerful enough, if you're strong enough, you can affect it. You can change it. So this is the eagle realizing that it's not a chicken. Okay? Whether it's by one person telling them, hey, whether it's a teacher, their favorite, you know, basketball player, singer, whoever, saying, hey, there's more. You can be more. If you came from this, you can be more. I've come from that too. And look at where I've come. It's that type of inspiration of sparking some sort of inspiration in someone, and realizing I can have more. I can do more. And that is extremely, extremely powerful and impactful if you can inspire those who don't have, or they don't have the resources or the motivation or the outlet to accomplish the things that they could accomplish. For example, computers. There are some schools that don't have computers for kids. You know, they don't have books, and this is a very important conversation here. So you guys could feel called to volunteer, to donate, to inspire in some sort of way that would help uplift the youth. Okay? Or you are someone who has experienced this and you are overcoming your circumstances. Look at that. The sun at the bottom. The child. The child. I feel like it is strongly a part of you guys' purpose to uplift those who are considered how do I want to say this? Not as fortunate as you or others. It could even be that this is your old neighborhood. Who knows? But it feels like you guys are going to somehow uplift those who don't see a way out. This could even be helping people who are like down on their luck in some sort of way. I hate that saying. It doesn't always have to be children, but this is like I'm hearing a global act of inspiration. So something that you guys have the power, and this is why you guys need to be thinking big. Something that you may take as a small little idea could grow and become a grand, like on a bigger scale. You know, other people could start to pitch in and help with this. This is like a foundation. It's giving like a foundation or organization to help people, especially the youth, like underprivileged, like youth. There's something here. So this is making me want to look into, Nipsey had, I think, just helped like a local school where I think he had an artist go and like, I think they painted a basketball court. And I don't know if he donated some money to the school. I'm pretty sure he probably did. But it's giving that. That's what this reading is giving. So look up Nipsey Hussle, you know, helping the youth. And if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. So please don't come for me in the comments. If I'm not mistaken, they're going to take that area, or they already have, you know, that famous like parking lot and all those stores where Nipsey and Black Sam and his team like first started, like, you know, where Sloss and Tees were, where the Marathon Smart store was, and they're gonna, I think it's gonna be something for children or for youth, if I'm not mistaken. So this is you guys reaching back out and helping, like planting a seed of love to help others in some sort of way. And it doesn't have to be specifically that what they're doing, but this is giving, let me help because I've been blessed, or I am working on doing better and being better and becoming better, realizing my power, and then in return, I'm going to turn around and help others. So connecting with the youth is somehow, I just strongly feel that it's, the youth is really scaring. The youth is really standing out here. And this scary part, and now they're showing me Tupac, like the red rose and like the pavement and the concrete, right? I can't remember that poem, but like the red rose and the concrete. And I think Nipsey even made a mention to that, like a nod to that. But the children are the future, literally. It's giving Michael Jackson, you know, We Are the World, Man in the Mirror. This is like that energy, face the world. You are that change, but the children are the future. So if you can reach out and help the youth, if you can inspire the kids, that's a big deal. If you can inspire others, that's a big freaking deal. So yeah, it goes back to what Nipsey said, the highest human impact is to inspire. That is a big deal for you guys. But children are so, how do I say, it's like susceptible to, they're like sponges. Like they can just take on things. You know, if you tell a child that they're going to become nothing, they're going to believe that. If you're going to tell a child that they can be anything they want in the world and that they're powerful, they're going to take that on. You know, so how are you speaking to the youth? How are you speaking to your own children? How are you speaking to yourself? How are you speaking to your inner child? The Emperor is a firm leader of the community. This is a firm leader of the community, helping those. This is like father and son. It's very interesting, father and son. And in fact, this is even father, mother, and son. This could even be father, mother, like the grandparents, the child, the grandchild, you know? So this is like, there's a legacy that could be built here. There's a foundation that could be built here. If you decide that you are powerful, you are an eagle, right? Fly like an eagle, shine light on my people. I think that's higher, Nipsey Hussle, right? So higher. You keep taking me higher and higher. If you guys level up within yourselves, you're going to attract a partner that's going to be like this. You're going to have a child that could be like this. This child could then have children that are going to be like this. Just like there's generational curses, there can be generational blessings. You can break generational curses. And you can manifest and create generational blessings and traditions and values and morals. I'm hearing integrity, dignity. It's what you teach yourself and what you teach your legacy. And that in your family and your community. And that's what's really coming through here. Okay? See what else you guys need to know. It's speaking your truth and trusting. There is a higher power here. It's a higher power telling you to fly high like an eagle. So you guys' spirit animal would be like an eagle or a hawk. More like an eagle. What is this? Magic. You have magic here. For 3. Becoming 3. Very interesting. So, manifesting, knowing who you are, knowing your worth, realizing that magic is just you realizing your power and using it, you know? Being in gratitude. Showing gratitude to others. Living in that state of gratitude. That's a very high frequency energy. The Sun is blessings. The Lovers is blessings. You have 3 major arcana cards here. This is your purpose. For those of you guys who chose this, I wrote it down: purpose driven, show up for others, philanthropy, and activism. Standing up for what you believe in, encouraging others to do the same, creating a way for others when they didn't see a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And sometimes the most powerful person who can do this is the person who's been through it. The person who's been through, you know, the storm, or who's not had enough, or has been through some sort of obstacle or tragedy or grief, you know? But this is you shining light. And I'm hearing Cleo Soul, shine your light, shine your light. Yeah, like shine your light. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, you know? So that's really it. What I love about this, let me tell you what I love about this card, this Sun card. He has these snakes in his hand. Like, this child is powerful. This is a powerful child. The child who's been poured into, the child who has received positive affirmations, the child who has received expansion in love and nurturing, the child who's been told that they are powerful and limitless. A future emperor. That's what he becomes. He becomes this. A future emperor. This is kind of making me think of how they said that Nipsey had always been quite different. Like, you know, just powerful. Like, I think he built a computer. Like, that's not normal. That's not normal. Like, I think I would have paid attention to that. Like, hold on. This person can build a computer. They can put a computer together. You know, who are you really? An ancient soul? A powerful soul? But children are powerful if you treat them as such. And that is this energy. So let's see what's going on here. Embracing your own inner child, loving yourself, and being the emperor that you are. Whether you're masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. Stand in your power. New beginnings. Look, there's eggs here. Starting anew. It's giving fertility, you guys. I'm getting a strong fertile energy because we have the Lovers and the Sun and the Emperor. This is like the divine masculine, like a very strong fertile energy in a young masculine energy too. So there could be some fertile energy, you know what I mean? Some fertility happening, but we have reunion of the souls. Talk about birds. Reunion of the souls. Wow. Some of you guys could be connecting with a spirit baby, or there could be a child trying to reach out to you guys. I don't know if this is a child that has passed on or just didn't make it here, or a child that is to come, like a spirit baby. There's souls that are waiting on arrival. This could also be a past life soulmate coming through that is going to I'm hearing meet you halfway with this, and together it's like your purposes kind of align. And then there's a creation of a son or a child. Okay, now I'm hearing Jhené Aiko's son or something like that. Yeah, it's like S-U-N and then S-O-N, and we're getting that here. This is a very strong masculine child energy and a strong masculine emperor energy. Very masculine. And then in the middle you have this mixture of energies, the feminine and the masculine for the Lovers card. There's a soul contract that you guys are coming into, like it's almost like it's being brought up again. Like your spirit guides will remind you, hey, you have a soul contract to fulfill this, you know, let's get to it. It's about that time. And that's what's coming through, okay? See what else you guys have. And don't care if people think you're, I don't know why I'm getting this energy of like people thinking that you're crazy or trying to talk you out of your dreams. Once again, those are chickens and you're an eagle and you're supposed to inspire other eagles who are in the chicken coop, you know? So there are always going to be, let's be real, there are some chickens, okay? There's some chickens, some birds that are going to want to talk you out of your dreams. There are going to be people who try to distract you from your goals and your dreams. You need to be so powerful in your purpose and your energy and with your spirituality that you don't allow anyone to talk you out of your purpose and your mission. You're on a mission to raise the frequency of this planet, to lift up the consciousness of this planet, to help the future souls who are coming in, to help the current souls that are here, to remind them of their power. To remind people who think they're chickens that they're actually eagles. And if other people want to, you know, stay in low frequencies and be chickens, let them be chickens. That's kind of the energy. So, but just keep in mind, there are going to be some people who don't like your light. They don't like that you're the sun. They don't like that you're the emperor. They don't like that you love yourself. They don't like that you're giving love to others. They don't like that you're trying to help the community and pour back. There are people who live in low frequencies like this. So I'm hearing, don't give them too much energy or attention, but be mindful that there are snakes that you need to put in a chokehold, like keep your foot on their neck, you know? And you do that by focusing on yourself. You protect your energy, you cleanse your energy regularly, you be mindful of who you spend time with. Don't entertain people like this. Don't overshare things. That is the energy. Self-preservation. What do you have here? Crystal child. See, there's that child energy. And it says your natural core, pure, innocent, removing falsehood, seer. Seeing things for what they truly are. Seers are people who have a knowing. They see things. They're visionaries. They have clear crystal vision of things. So here's a crystal child. Knowing that you were unique. You were sitting here for a reason. For a purpose. To level up. I'm telling you, it's really making me think of Nipsey. This one right here is strongly making me think of like, just like what his brother has shared about him. And yeah, that's deep. So your natural core, who you truly are, is powerful and magical. You are a magical being. And then we have this innocence here, and removing falsehood is removing the things like the limitations people have set upon you, you know? It's a shame that there are teachers who would talk kids out of their dreams. That you have those rare few that uplift you, you know? So let's see. Initiation. So a lot of you guys are going through an initiation. Yep. The best thing you guys should be doing right now is tending to yourself, self-care, kind of slowing down and taking care of yourself. Organizing, strategizing, kind of like nesting. Preparation. Usually women, this is deep. Usually women will nest before they have a baby. You know, they start organizing things, moving things around. But I've also noticed that sometimes before people pass away, they start nesting and doing that. It's just an interesting take on things. So it's like whenever there's like birth or death or rebirth, there's this nesting process of getting things organized. And that is kind of what's coming through here. Like this is a transformation. This is a rebirth of yourself, stepping into your power. Okay? So this initiation card says deep trust, deep healing. Okay, so healing the inner child, forgiving your parents, healing yourself, forgiving partners. This is you in a higher dimension. This is you in a higher timeline, a higher reality, seeing things from a grander scale, a bigger picture of why things had to happen a certain way and what you can do to uplift yourself and then uplift others. This is you being the eagle. flying high, okay? Reconnection with all. So seeing how we're all connected and how all the puzzle pieces come together, you know? Seeing the grander scale of things, like really the blueprint. This is what I want to say. You guys are like the blueprint. You're seeing the blueprint and you're creating a better foundation. It's like when how the constellations are aligned with the pyramids. Like you're aligning things. You're going to be shifting things to make, I'm hearing, the path easier and more accessible for others. That's what we got there. Okay, let's get one more card. Well, two more actually. Too many. Well, let's take it because it makes sense. We have Peacekeeper. Look at that, white buffalo calf woman, and she comes up as like a miracle. If you guys look up her story, she's like a miraculous kind of energy. And good luck. It's powerful when she comes through. Let go of the need to be right. So this is like no struggle, just being the peacekeeper, focusing on the bigger picture, the grander scale of things, right? You know, they say some people win they'll win a battle, but that doesn't mean you won a war. So let it go. Look, we have see your seeds grow too. Yeah, things are gonna be aligning for you guys. And then we have, what is this? Set your sights higher, stargazer. Set your sights high, stargazer. And that's crazy that we have teacher. Oh my God, y'all. Look at this. Look at what's at the bottom of the deck. Boom, eagle. Now there's your mic drop. I love that both options have had mic drop moments. So it says see from a higher perspective. Boom. There you go. See from a higher perspective. Great teacher. Learn from spiritual experience. Learn from the things you've gone through. Master Jesus, right? With the white dove. That's the Holy Spirit. It's a great teacher. Yes, making me think of Moses too. And then we have Stargazer. Set your soul higher. Wow, set your sights higher. See things from a higher perspective. It's making me think of the Mercy song with Nipsey Hussle. Right? He was at the crossroads and he looked at the cosmos. Like, look at the cosmos. Look up. I'm hearing look up, Marlon say cheese. Like, really, look up, you know? I'm hearing set the tone of how you want to live life. You need to speak some things into this world. So see your seeds grow. Watch how things will grow for you if you just stay in a peaceful energy. Stay out of drama. An eagle doesn't fight with chickens. Have you ever seen it? I mean, why would an eagle swoop down to fight with a chicken unless it was going to eat it? The only time an eagle is really in fight mode is when it's like going in for the kill. And even then, they don't really fight. They just go in. You know what I'm saying? There's that. But it's also making me think of their dance that they do, their mating dance, where I think their talents, I forget what they're called, but they kind of twirl in the air and all of that. This lover's energy, so that could be like a mating call, no. But anyways, some of you guys could be connecting with someone that you build a strong foundation with. Let your heart open is what I'm hearing. And then we have love and let yourself be loved. Love and let yourself be loved, the rose. Look at that, that's a heart chakra opening. So you guys have a heart guardian here. You have an angel that's coming through and saying, allow yourself to receive love that you deserve, okay? Give yourself that love. All of this keeps coming up about love and peace, like giving your inner child this, giving yourself this. And once you do this, you'll manifest higher partners, higher soul tribe and family. And then when you do this, you lead from an emperor position that you can now teach others, inspire others to be, I'm hearing, healthier, be better on themselves, to treat themselves better. Okay, and then we have Magic Guardian, which is perfectly fitting with your magic card. And this says Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. So you guys have two guardians here. So unlock the magic within is unlocking that power, that potential within you, right? It needs to be unlocked, especially if you were that kid who was told that you would never amount to anything. If you were that child who experienced poverty, it's lying dormant within you. These dreams, this wish, the worthiness is kind of locked up, and you need to unlock it. You need to realize that you have the power, that you are magical, that you are capable, you are worthy. It is your birthright to experience love and prosperity and joy and abundance of it. So, and freedom, that is this energy, okay? I love that for you guys. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I want to get you guys one more card. Know who you are. Know who you are and never back down. That's what I'm hearing. Never back down. Don't ever back down from your goals and dreams. If you have a goal or a dream to do something, it's been given to you for a reason. If you've always envisioned yourself doing something, it's for a reason. Let's look up higher. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Look at that. Spirit has a plan. Koala spirit has a plan. 35. 8, abundance. Yep. This was aligned. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's see what your card is. I want you guys to see. 44. Master number 44, which breaks down to an 8. You have 2 8s. I wouldn't be shocked if I continued this reading, you would probably get another 8, which is abundance. And prosperity. You have the Black Panther, a very fierce, protective spirit. Okay, this is one of my spirit guides, so I can totally resonate with you guys. You have the Eagle and the Black Panther. Those are very fierce energies. When they want something, they get it. They go in for it. There's strategy here with the way they go towards things. So you won't see a Black Panther. Blends in quite well, right? The Black Jaguar. You won't see an eagle unless they want themselves to be seen. That is the energy here. So it's like stealth mode. It's a very powerful energy, and it's making me think of this Emperor card. Look at this Emperor card along with this Black Panther card. Isn't that powerful? Look at that. Look, just, you see that? Look at the eyes. It's fierce. The protector. That's what masculine energy is supposed to be, a protector. 1, 11, 1. So let's see what else you guys have. One more. Well, they said 2. You guys have wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings, yes, but you'll overcome it, right? You've overcome it. When it does sting, you come through, right? It's like, I'm happy that happened to me so that I could succeed, so that I could learn what it was like to experience these ups and downs. Without darkness, you wouldn't know what light is. You know, so that is this energy of, let me share my story. Because I've been through it, let me help others. Co-create with spirit. So spirit has a plan, co-create with spirit. And this is a 17. There's your 8. Boom. There's your 3 8s. 8, 8, 8. Spirit wants to work with you. Meaning your higher self, God source, energy wants to work with you to fulfill this purpose because it's in your soul contract. Spirit has a plan. Now co-create with spirit by reclaiming your power and knowing that yes, life has stung in the past, but there will be greater and better days to come. And I've got this in another reading, the best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fun? There's better to come for you guys. Co-create with spirit. Anything you do, connect with spirit first, pray on it, and claim your independence. Look at the cat. Yeah, 4. So you guys have 4, 4, 4, and you have 8, 8, 8. That is powerful. And a feline energy is very, very agile and adaptable. And the crow spirit is very ancient in wisdom and energy. And they're also omens sometimes as well. So a connection from the other realms. So as the eagle. Because the eagle can see things that others can't see. So third eye open. Some of you guys could have a very sharp third eye. Crisp crystal vision, and you have the crystal child, visionary. Some of you guys could be into visual arts, creating of some sort, or you would be good in some sort of way of creating visuals. All right, so let's listen to the NIPSEY song. Well, I wish we could, but I'm not trying to get copywritten. So this is what it says. He's giving the story basically. He says, my granny 88, we just had 88. We just had something about 8s here. Okay. She had my uncle and then a miscarriage back to back every year for like 10. Pregnant with my mom. Doctor told her it was slim. Was bedroled for 9 months, but gave birth in the end. Very deep. Pops turned 60. He proud what he done. In one generation, he came from Africa young. He said he met my moms at the Century Club. Los Angeles love, kind of like Hustle and Bug. So him and Lauren, and that is like the Lover's card here. Boom. And they have a little boy, the son. So this is as inspiration to connect with you guys, to share with you guys that everyone has their story. Okay? And he goes in to talk about his daughter and his son. And look, this is what he says. Los Angeles love, kind of like Hustle and Boog. Monty turned 10, Cross turned 2. Starting to see this life shift from a bird's view. Well, that is quite interesting. What did he say? We are the ones that made millions off the curb. Yeah. So it's like, hard, you know, the rougher times, I just heard the Hard Not Life. He has a song that is actually sampled. That's a sample. I'm hearing the Hard Not Life for us, the Annie. God, why am I blanking? Hold on. Because Jay-Z originally sampled that, and then he made it accessible where other people could use it. But first, let's talk about the eagle when he says that. So listen, and this is your song. Your song is higher. So I know initially your song was Face the World, but now you guys have higher, which is very face the world and then climb higher, right? This is very interesting. But he says here, I want to read this portion. Dance with the devil and test our faith. I was thinking chess moves, but it was God's grace. Okay. That right there stood out so strong. Okay. There's something about just flying higher, being at a higher frequency. I could have sworn it was this song where he talked about egos, or is it Perfect Time? There's another song where Nipsey, he talks about an eagle. It's like, hold on. Let me see if it's this one, you guys. I gotta look at the lyrics because I'm like, hold up. I just know, because I posted this several times on my page. He said, and look at my fate. Yeah. Literally. Am I gonna see? He says something to the extent of fly like an eagle, shine light on my people. This life is a free throw. Success is a kilo, but my mistress is Creole, something like that. I'm gonna look it up. Y'all know me. Let's see. Right hand of God. That's what it is. I put my right hand of God. Yeah, okay. Shine on these bras, stay on my job. Hey, baby. My husky just came up to me. That's literally it, you guys. Stick to my script. The foundation. Oh my God. This is what he says. I put my right hand to Jesus. Y'all had Jesus. I'm pretty sure it was y'all who had Jesus come out. Wasn't it you guys who had Jesus come out? I get these readings kind of twisted sometimes. I'm like, which pal had Jesus come through? It was you guys. You guys had this energy. It literally says, this is what he says in the song. I put my right hand to Jesus, fly like an eagle, fight with these demons, shine light on my people. This life is a free throw, success is a kilo. My wife is a Cino, but my mistress is Creole. Okay. That's what he says. That is literally this. Oh my God, this is what he says. Listen, he says, was young and prestigious. Phone was matching my beeper. You gonna reach him? He making more than his teachers. We're just talking about school and children. Put my right hand to God. That is your other song. You guys got a lot of songs. Boom. All right, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this up because you guys want to keep me here longer, and I have 2 other ones to do. So you guys connect with the music, come back and watch the reading again after you listen to the songs and see if you get anything just personally for yourself. Okay, and that's what I have for you guys. Option 2, you guys felt like you were multiple readings in one. It's definitely an evolution, definitely a shift happening within you. It's about legacy here, you guys. Be legacy driven, you know? Nip has talked about that too. Like, you don't want to be a seasonal success. You want to be a long-term success. That is this energy. So I love that came through for you guys. Send you love. If you want to affirm this, you want to bring this into your life, like if you want to like manifest more of this energy, drop an ego down below or the sun card and say, I am powerful. I am powerful. I'm divinely aligned. I'm divinely connected. Drop something positive down below. Words of affirmation for yourself. All right. Option 3. Option 3. Let's get into this because I've been long-winded. Option 3, your song is Double Up. All right. So let's see what's going on here for you guys since you guys have Double Up. Okay, some words that I wrote down were like time, getting ahead. Well, words in terms. Terms. Coming to term is what I just heard. Coming to term. Coming to term. Interesting. Some words and messages I wrote down was time, getting ahead, stay true to yourself, vision, crafting a certain vision or identity, crafting something. And they're showing me like Bob the Builder, like there's actually a structure. I don't know if someone might be into architecture. That could be something about building a foundation, something about a business like measurements and building and I just heard acquiring something, receiving something that's owned to you, some sort of divine blessing. It's like your ancestors or angels are going to bless you with something because they've seen you've been putting in the work. Things will align, the right people will align, things will align for you. Okay, so a quote from this song that stood out was, never let a hard time humble us. So no matter what you're going through, make sure that you're not being, down on yourself. Don't feel little because of your circumstances. Don't feel, small because of what's happened to you in your life. Just keep moving forward. So let's see what's going on here. Not you guys getting that Lover's card. Another option had the Lover's card. This talks about soul contracts, the masculine, feminine energy within yourself, but also self-care and self-love. But I'm going to put it back because, like I said, another option has this, but I want you guys to take note of this. This is a sign to take care of yourself. Also, make sure that the people around you stick to the script. That just came through real clear. Okay. Okay, hold on. What am I getting right now? Make a difference. Let's make a grip. Falling so hard you can pay your bitch. Okay. Make sure, yeah. Leading them to the lake. Make sure your team sticks to the script. Make sure that everyone's in alignment with the goal, with the purpose, with the mission. Make sure everyone's in alignment with this script, this blueprint you have. Whether it's business, team, community, friends. If people are in alignment with your frequency, you need to let them go. If you have naysayers, haters, frenemies, which I don't even feel like that's a real thing. Like, that's so stupid. Frenemies, like, why would you want to be friends with somebody who like doesn't like you or is trying to be you? Like, that's crazy. This should be written in stone. You should just visit my zone. Don't take my word. Double check all of my flows. The fuck what you heard. Yeah, so that's to see. What's going on? Option 3. That money, my dreams come true, my life in diamonds. Who knew? What is this? The moon. The unknown. Secrecy was hidden. Illusions. Nocturnal energy. The subconscious mind. Water. Emotions. Feelings. The cosmos are vast, right? Like, there's this grand energy. We don't know how far things go. We don't know how deep things are. And that's the same as the ocean. What's the difference between the ocean and the cosmos? Are they one and the same? This is giving the womb. The womb, Now I'm getting Sacred Woman by Queen Afua. Yeah, it's like, this is a healing of the past. Healing of old versions of yourself. Healing of your ancestors and moving forward. This is, you were chosen, is what I'm getting. Like, you guys were chosen to come here. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, your spirit team, your soul tribe, they chose you. They chose you. You were chosen. You are a chosen one. You are highly favored. You need to start saying that. I am highly favored. Amniotic sac. Whoa, the amniotic sac. They're showing me that like this water. Like some of you guys could feel called to try float therapy. Just sitting in water and meditation. That'll cleanse your energy. It'll recharge you. It'll heal you on a, I'm here, molecular level. Yeah, like your molecules. Like the water will help you. We are mostly water, but you guys are being reborn again in water. Spend time in water. A bathtub, but strongly float. If you can do float therapy, go do it and set the intention, like prayer of the water, that this is going to renew me. This is going to cleanse my energy. This is going to give me the upgrades, downloads, DNA activations that I need to accomplish or align with my purpose and my highest potential. Give me the vision and clarity that I need, because I wrote vision down here in capital letters. So I'm also hearing UNITY. So this is a divine, like by Queen Latifah. So this is like a strong connection with all and upliftment of spirit. Okay, see what's going on. Downloads will be given to you in water. That card came right back out. That means it's supposed to be out. When they fly out again, I have to take it now. This is a strong divine feminine energy here. Connecting with the feminine energy within yourself, your emotions. What are you hiding is what I'm hearing. What needs to come up to surface? What's in the water? What's in the water? I'm hearing my cup runneth over. Blessings falling upon you. Yep. Blessings fall upon you. 9 of Pentacles. Blessings falling upon you. My cup runneth over. This is about self-love and self-care. This is true independence. The masculine and feminine energy is coming together to manifest this, to bring into fruition this for yourself. This is a self-love journey, a self-care. Yep. There you go. Your Wheel of Fortune is at the bottom of the deck. Coming into fortune, my cup runneth over. The Holy Grail. This is a blessing. You guys, I'm getting Nipsey Hussle's blessing and a miracle. He has a song called Miracle. He has a song called Blessings. And that those songs are coming through for you guys. So this is a miracle. There's a blessing coming through for you. Trust in the unknown. Trust that there's some sort of divine intervention happening here. When the Wheel of Fortune comes out, this is fated. This is destined. Wow, you have the Cat of Fire coming out. Cat of Fire. Wow, the Goddess of Fire coming out. That's Bastet. And Bastet is a strong goddess. Oh my God, you have the Ten of Cups underneath this. Whoa, you guys have the Universe underneath this too. And the Emperor. Powerful. The universe has set some things into motion for you guys. The universe, hear me out. The universe, source, God, has set some things out into motion for you guys. Trust in the unknown, come out of fear. Look at the 2 snakes coming together. Like this is like a Kundalini awakening. Look at the Ankhs, right? What's crazy is we have the divine feminine masculine energies coming in. That is the intertwining of this energy. It's very sacred. Look at how they're in white. This is like a renewal, rebirth, initiation. Like, you know, when you're baptized, like you're being cleansed of the old, purged of the old, right? Usually when you're being baptized, you wear all white. And white represents purity and newness. That new energy, a new you. Some of you might start feeling called to wear white. I'm seeing white and gold here strongly. I'm going to close this door. That could even be symbolic, like closing the door to the old and bringing in the new. But I just feel like you guys are, it's like the dark, it's like something's coming out of the dark for you guys. Like something is, like, you know, when things are dark and you're like, what's in there? And it can kind of scare you because you don't know what's next. You don't know what's there. You don't know if something's gonna pop out at you. You don't know what's in the ocean. You don't know how deep things go. You don't know what's in the cosmos. It's like there's this unknown of what is this, what's next. And the universe is trying to get you to understand that there's better to come. Don't be afraid of the dark. Don't be afraid of the dark. So don't be afraid of the unknown. Don't be afraid of unknown territories or new energy. This is like taking a leap of faith. I'm hearing where Nipsey said, that's why I dove off the deep end without a life jacket. You know, it's like I dove into the unknown. It's giving the full card. Like I took that leap of faith into the unknown because I trusted. I had a divine trust that the universe was going to help me and work things out for me. And that is what's coming through. I'm hearing yep, hold on, you guys. I was supposed to change up. Yep. So you guys are meant to shift and change. You guys are meant to evolve. When you walk into this, it's almost like this new energy, like this portal, initiation, gateway, whatever the universe is making you kind of go through, you're going to come out a different person. Like your energy is going to shift. I'm hearing that you guys' aura is going to be different. Some of you guys could even, like, certain foods may not even sit well in your body. Like that is the type of energy that I'm picking up here. Like you guys are going to go through a kind of like a renewal. Like you guys are going to be like a higher level version of yourself. You know, kind of like how a phone does like a software update. You guys are like the new phone with the new software update. You guys are going to be like a newer version of yourself. And people who used to know you may not even connect. They may not understand how you are the same person that you once were. And they may still speak of you as if you are that person. And that's truly none of your business what people think of you. But they're saying that you're going to shift timelines and realities. And this is divinely meant to happen. With the universe here, you guys have major arcana cards kind of like option 2 did, but it's a bit different. Yours here is talking more about your evolution of self. And how this evolution of self, this new ascension that you're about to go through, this newness, this baptism, this water is a portal. This portal you're gonna go through, you're gonna come out a new person. You're gonna come out like renewed, reborn again. And with that being said, you're being reborn again. You're coming out of this with activation, you know, upgrades like DNA upgrades, activations, ascensions, downloads. New energy. Your spirit has been kind of, I'm hearing uplifted. Like your spirit has shifted. It's recalled your purpose. You may have a download or vision of something, or you may have heard an angel or a spirit tell you something. This is like almost like a divinely guided activation that they're giving you via water, via I'm just telling you guys, spend time in water. They're going to help you. It's like they're going to take you to another level. They're showing me this 10 of Cups and how all these different waves look like auras. You know, like it's all going to overpour on you. The 10 of Cups is a wish fulfillment. This is like emotional fulfillment, joy, community, family, you know, feeling content, emotionally content when I see this. So this is happier times. This is good things here, joy, comfort. And this here, it's like emotional. You're emotionally going to feel secure and comforted and supported. And that's what's trying to happen. But with this water kind of coming through, it's like, this is what's going to pour over you. My cup runneth over. And it's all because, you know how people say sky daddy? Like, it's all because of God. It's all because of Source. It's all because of the universe. And I'm actually getting like a vision of someone like at an award show, and they're like, you know, I want to thank God. You know, it's like you're making a speech. Like, I want to thank, you know, God for getting me through this. I want to thank, you know, my family. I want to, it's that, but it's more on a spiritual level of like, look at how far I've come. And that's the energy that's coming through here for you guys. It may start off as a 9 of Pentacles, but it will grow. You may find that you're doing some things alone at first, but trust and believe in divine timing, in the right timing, in the perfect timing, the right people will show up. Don't stress about that. It's not really about others right now. Your reading really isn't about others. This is about you, knowing that you're protected. They want you to embrace life and its ups and downs in this journey. They want you to pour into yourself. Once that happens, other people will pour into you. Now, your song. Let's talk about miracle and miracle, right? So he says, I was been supposed to change up. I was been supposed to fold all this pressure. I was been supposed to change up. What do I look like? I come from the hood. I represent the only way up. Had to hustle, boy. I'm trying to touch a toy. I'm trying to these LA streets up. I think it's safe to say that I did it. Okay. I want to show, let me see. There's another positive quote that I remember hearing in this song. Listen, this is what he says. And I remember, you guys have double up, right? And the whole point of it was us talking about never let a hard time humble us. No matter what you go through, you stay true to yourself, have faith, and believe in yourself, right? But this talks about getting ahead, staying true to you, vision, right? But check this out. He says this in this song. All visual, okay? And he says all visual blank. Okay, I can't say that on here. Going digital, right? Now, I have written down the Marathon Store with 𝘧𝐪, okay? And it's just something I channeled, and I felt like it was a very futuristic energy. I'm going to show you guys my very horrible writing. But I have it written here. And so we're talking about going digital. We're in a digital age, right? Higher technology. I don't know why I just heard the age of Aquarius. Like, there's a newer timeline that we're on right now as a collective consciousness. But you guys are leveling up even more powerful. But I have it written here in my messy writing, the Marathon Store, Smart Store. So with 𝘧𝐪. So there is something about you guys going digital, like aligning to higher visions, thinking on a higher scale, like out of the box, futuristic in regarding like creativity, like a project, an idea that maybe other people might be like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know about that, but it can manifest. I just watched an interview where Black Sam was talking about the store, the Smart Store, and how I guess they were trying to hurry up to open it, but Nipsey randomly saw 𝘧𝐪 at like, I think at a, I don't know, he saw him somewhere, and he saw what he was doing. He was curious and interested. Nipsey got the idea for the first smart, you know, like clothing line store, where you can literally scan, I guess like a barcode or scan a tag, and then his video will pop up. And, you know, it was exclusive to if you had his merchandise, that you would get like updates on like maybe a new music video or new drops. So that was Nipsey. Nipsey did that first. So this is a visionary. This is a person who's a creator, an inventor, you know, aligning with people who have the skills or knowledge or resources, talents to bring your dreams or ideas to life. Okay. That is what we have here. So this is future thinking for yourself. So he says, not the smartest blank, but it's visceral. Yeah. So my understanding on a level kind of different. Every time I drop the city, you feel it. Every time you hate, you gotta be kidding. Every time I pull up, the foreign is kidding. And I can't even really walk through the Beverly Center. Yeah. So it's like, you are going to come to understanding that you are new. You're stepping into a future timeline, a higher timeline of yourself that is just more expansive. That is your word, expansive. You guys are kind of connecting with Jupiter energy, like kind of like Sagittarius, where it's like higher knowledge. Travel could be important here. Higher study, spiritual knowledge, like studying, you know, different types of spirituality. Technology could even be something. I'm getting Aquarius energy as well. Just really, and Aquarius connects with the star, you know, it's the water bearer. It's like that water airy energy. It's an air sign, but it has a lot of water. And when I say water, I'm mentioning water more as an adaptable, flexible kind of energy that you can't really quite hold. You know, it just kind of flows in, and it's very powerful. So that energy is coming through. And then Sagittarius is the archer, you know, it's the, you know, the hunter. You have the bow and arrow. You have to hit your target. And then if you guys used to follow Nipsey, he always would drop that target, you know, symbol or the 100 symbol. And it's kind of like hit your target, hit the target, you know, stay focused on your target, you know? And that's what's coming through here. Like, stay focused on what it is you want, but this is the embodiment of the timeline that you guys want to be in, the higher self, that version of you that you want to be in. This future self is going to be born again in water. I know it sounds woo-woo, but salt water, magnesium, you'd be shocked, but like that, just sitting in water and meditating and praying and taking your time, you'll be shocked with what's given to you, especially if you guys do this consistently. All right, so let's see what else he says. I think that was really the main message. But really, you guys are supposed to level up. You guys are supposed to change and transform. Okay? Grow, evolve. So you guys have that song, and then remember, you guys also have a blessing. So there's also a miracle, blessings coming through. Trust and believe in that. Let me get you guys some more cards. Option 3. I also have written down where in that song it says, might have been way before its time. Posted with my back against the wall. Yeah, so it's like you're going to be thinking things through. You're going to realize that, okay, I might have an upper hand here. Like, I feel like I'm hearing someone say, I'm getting these creative sparks. I need to take initiative. Like, I need to take the initiative. I need to act on this. And yeah, if you guys get any downloads or ideas, that's divinely given to you. You need to act on it, because the way we worked as a collective consciousness of energy, if you don't act on that idea, if you don't tell the universe, I receive, you know, give me the steps to act on this and bring this to, you know, reality, it's going to be given to someone else, because that's just the way. We don't really own anything. Like, that creative energy is from God's source. It's like a wave of water. When that flows in, you need to ride that wave and go with that. Don't just try to hold it. You can't hold it. It'll go to someone else. It'll flow to someone else. Okay, so that is what's really coming through here. Let's see, a blessing. Let's see what blessings is talking about. I feel like I want to say a blessing is here. Like, a blessing is, it's already manifesting for you. You just need to now, like, match the frequency of it. Okay, so let's see. Option 3. Future thinking. Think bigger, grander. Think futuristic. But not in a like, oh, I'm panicked, anxious of the future, like what will happen kind of way. No. Just start living as if you are already the version of yourself that you imagine. Yeah, this ancient wisdom came out for someone else. Like how ancient energy is actually timeless. Like, we repeat the same things over and over. I don't know, I feel called to mention it to you guys, but it's like future and ancient energy coming through for you guys. What's at the bottom? Masculine energy. So this is the creative energy. This is you guys stepping into action, making this happen. Once this comes in, I'm telling you, once you guys go through this like rebirth, things are going to start lining up. The people randomly showing up for you. I mean, how rare. Think about that. Think about how synchronistic it was for NIPSEY to meet Idris Sandu. Which, by the way, Idris Sandu is a really nice guy. I had the opportunity to go on to meet him on a live, and that was really cool. Just very intelligent and just out of the box thinking. And those are the type of people that you guys need to be inspired by. Okay, so let's see. I like when he says, until I pray to God that we all ball. So it's like a manifestation is what I'm hearing. Manifestation. You like the way I play my cards that I'm dealt? Huh? You like how I came up and stayed myself? All that shit I said on my tapes felt. I gotta be careful. Got it, can't lose it, gotta turn it into wealth. Like how I go hard and never fail, huh? Never fail, huh? Like how I stayed down and lift the world up. I sold out judging by the sales, huh? I'm a heavyweight judging by the scales, huh? My name rings bells plus to sell tickets as I push past these thousands to these million tickets. See, it's like a level up. The music was so hard in that song. You guys need to listen to that. masculine energy. Like, you like how I've made it. So you're gonna be onlookers. They're gonna be onlookers. This masculine energy is very strong. And look, this talks about your growth. Yeah. What's at the top? Forgiveness. Forgiveness of others, forgiveness of self, and just moving forward. Okay. Let's see what's going on. The other cards. Like when he's dear Lord, please help us. You can hear that in the song. It's like a prayer. You know, it's manifestation and a prayer. That's what I keep wanting to say to you guys. It's manifestation and it's a prayer. What does option 3 need to know? Guidance. See, you guys are being divinely guided. Inner compass. So following an inner compass, which is your intuition, it's going to guide you. It's going to guide you in the right direction. Support. So you're being divinely supported, and trust your guidance. Trust that the universe has got your back. That is guiding you. It's guiding you along the right path. You just need to trust that you are being divinely guided. This inner compass is on. It's working. Okay. It's working. Trust. You just need to trust and believe in yourself and your intuition and your higher self and God's source energy. But you're going to be given that. Look at this. You guys have divine blueprint. Look at that level up. Look at the upgrade within this body, this light body. It's a light body upgrade. The Merkaba could be important for some of you guys. But this is Archangel Metatron could be powerful for you guys. Source self-embodiment. That's what you guys are coming into. Inspiration. You are ready. They're saying you're ready, and that's why you have all this energy of be in water, be reborn again, step into this portal, step into this new you. You are ready to be in this new you. It's time to shed the old you and be in this new you. It's divinely guided. You are being given steps. You're being told what to do to take the first step. You don't need to see the whole path. It may look dark right now. You don't need to see how. You don't need to know all of that right now. You just need to take the initiative and take the first step. The first step has been given to you. Trust that the universe is going to meet you halfway. Look at those upgrades. Doesn't that look digital? Doesn't that look like a higher, just futuristic, higher timeline? Those light codes. You guys are receiving light code activations. Very powerful. Water is going to be key. I'm telling you, just go do it and see what shifts for you. Yeah, it's a spiritual cleanse for you guys. Look at that, the Hamza. Yeah, it's good. You guys being in water, salt water, is going to do a lot of things for you. It's going to cleanse your energy. It's going to take you through a whole new experience, new upgrade. Purple is coming through now. We have white and purple. Crown chakra activations. It's time. You are ready. It's time. See what else you guys need to know. Look at that. You have Lady, which is like the Empress card in this energy, and the Empress embodies all the queens. It says enjoy growth and reap rewards. This is blessings. I'm telling you, you had the growth card kind of come up earlier. This is you guys growing, your seeds of your labor, the fruits of your labor. They say all it takes is faith as small as a mustard seed. That's a small. It's very small. Your seeds will grow. They will blossom. Maybe there's a DJ Mustard song y'all need to listen to. But maybe it's, yeah, maybe so. Who knows? 10 toes down, right? It says staying grounded. Enjoy growth. Reap rewards. This is what's happening. You're being blessed. Show gratitude for it, okay? Yes, spring, see your seeds grow. I just said that. Faith as small as a mustard seed. And look at the seed of the apple. Yeah. Things will blossom and grow for you naturally. You need to trust this. Trust. That's what I'm hearing. Trust. There's another song that they want me to look up real quick. Okay, let's see what else they want you to know. While that loads. What does option 3 need to know? out of this world. That's what I'm hearing. You're out of this world. You aren't from this planet. Like, just be okay with being different. That's what I want to say to you guys. Like, be okay. Be okay being different. This one wants to be seen. That matches up. Look at the coloring. It's very mystical. It says, trust the great mystery. That is the unknown. So you have, once again, another water element energy. Whale spirit. Trust in the unknown. These are ancient spirits. They live a long time. Trust in the unknown. Okay? Okay, let's get one more. We have fox spirit. Think on your feet. Okay? Now, foxes are very clever. They're survivors, is what I want to say. So, this is that energy. It's like kind of like a sly energy. Like, I make it. I'm going to make it. No matter what, I'm going to make it. And that's the energy I'm getting. It's like just 10 toes. I think on your feet. There could be something with the feet, but the feet, there's a lot of meridian points in the feet. You guys might benefit from toe, like a toe stand, ankle squats, like really just working on the meridian points in your feet. Maybe even TCM, traditional Chinese medicine. Y'all gonna be on your TMC and your TCM. Like literally just working on your health and your well-being. So acupuncture could be significant for you guys, working on your pressure points. Yeah, because I keep getting like 10 toes down. Yeah, like being grounded and stable and secure, working on your root chakra. But I feel like you guys are needing to take better care of your body, your spiritual and physical vessel. So that's why they're doing this spiritual work on you guys. And they're wanting you to take care of your physical vessel. Okay. You guys have Perfect 10, DJ Mustard, and Nipsey. Yeah. See what's at the bottom. Moth spirit. Surrender now. So that's surrender. It's like float, be like water. I think that's what Bruce Lee said. Be like water. Yeah. And if you think about it, he thought on his feet. He was very, very like quick. He was on his feet. It's giving Muhammad Ali, right? Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Be light on your feet. Be light on your feet. And when you're light on your feet, you're able to move quicker, you know? You're able to spring. Like, so there's this, you're gonna feel like, how do I say this? You won't feel as heavy after you do this cleansing. Spend time in water. You're gonna feel quicker. Like your reflexes could be even quicker. So it really is an upgrade. And what's crazy is the intro of this song. This is what Nipsey says. Yeah, you don't know who's swimming naked till the tide come in. Very interesting. He says, where are those stories that you tell and unfold at? Where your heart, where your soul at? That's really standing out. Connecting with yourself, higher self. This is an upgrade. This is an upgrade. Just visualize this. It's an upgrade. Bruce Lee and Muhammad Ali were fierce energies. Very confident, very powerful, very quick. And Muhammad Ali, he called himself the greatest before he was the greatest. And so did Nipsey. You know, so this is an energy of know that you are great. Know that you are powerful. They said it, you know. Bruce Lee knew he was powerful. You have the peacock spirit. Let it shine. Like, yeah, stand in your power. When the time is right, you'll know when to step up, is what I'm hearing. So we have double up. I feel like you guys are gonna have a lot of good things coming your way with double up coming through. You have blessings, you have miracle, like this, you have a lot of good things coming you guys' way. Think out of the box, think futuristic, think new energy, and protect and cleanse your energy regularly. That is a message for you guys. So protect your frequency, set up boundaries with others and yourself. Stay in your power and know that things will be revealed to you in due time. But just trust that you are being guided, okay? Connect with that energy and just know everything is going to work out in your favor. You need to just start saying it. Thank you, universe, for giving me this divine blueprint, showing the path, showing the way. Thank you. Be in that energy and just watch how things, you know, manifest for you. All right? There's a lot of love that's going to come your way is what I'm hearing too. You're going to feel that. I'm seeing like a cat when its back kind of goes up. You guys might start feeling like chills on your spine, or like an air go past you. That's like love from like a passed on loved one is what I'm hearing. That's such a random message to come through at the end of this reading. But you guys may have a passed on loved one that might give you a physical, like a sensation on your body, and just know that it is from them. It's like their way of giving you love. It could be warm, it could even be like cold, but I'm getting like a sensation, like someone feels like someone touched their back, or like you're gonna feel an energy around you, like your shoulders, around your aura field. It's like your aura field. And this could also be due to this like upgrade that you're gonna do in water. You may be more in tune to your aura, your spiritual like body. You may realize that there's another spirit like trying to connect with you. But I'm strongly getting for you guys, there's a past on loved one that's trying to connect with you and give you signs. And it could also be trying to physically like touch you. You may even have a dream of them doing this. So that is really them connecting with you and giving them love. And that needs to come through. All right. Sending you guys love. If you claim this message, I want you guys to type I'm ahead of my time. Like I am in a divine alignment with my higher self. Yeah. Comment something powerful or peacock. All right. Something uplifting for yourself and others. Like speak it into existence. So that's what I have for you guys. Moving on to option 4. Option 4. Whoa. Okay, let's get into this. Your song is Dedication, all right? Featuring Kendrick Lamar. Now, I'm just going to put it out there and say that you guys could have a connection with one of my Kendrick Lamar pick a card readings, inspired pick a card readings. I have 2. One based off of reincarnation, like being reincarnated. The other one's more like just random messages that need to come through. With you guys having dedication, some of the quotes that I wrote down for this song, from this song is, it's for the blank on the slave ship. These songs, just as spirituals I swim against some waves with, ended up on shore to their amazement. I hope the example I set's not contagious. Okay, that came through. Lock us up behind what? Contain us. It used to be stay safe, but what is it? Used to be stay safe, and now say dangerous. Cause ain't no point of playing defense, nigga. That's why I jumped off the deep end without a life jacket. Look, I end up saying it anyways. Yeah. Swimming in deep waters is what I'm hearing. It's crazy. A lot of the different options have had water, some sort of water symbology. Your ancestors. When he said these songs are just the spirituals I swim against some waves with. It's giving me like the old, like, you know how they called it Negro spirituals? Like, so your ancestors' prayers, your ancestors' cries, your ancestors' call. You guys are still being covered by ancestral prayers, chants, even dances and rituals. You guys are still covered in that. Some of you guys have very strong, powerful ancestors. And I'm not just talking about grandparents. I'm talking about like great-great-great-grandparents, indigenous ancestors that are still like looking over you because you've been chosen. And another option had that they've been chosen. But this energy for you guys is like, it's giving ancestral venerations, like really connecting with the ancestors, connecting with the bloodline to process and understand the past, the history, the trauma, the pain, the cycle, the curses, so that you can undo some of this. undo all of it, you know, so that it's not affecting your life. And I'm getting like, you guys need to work with Archangel Michael to free yourself of like old karma, like any old energy that doesn't serve you. And it could be from your ancestors. It could be like from trauma they had, or maybe even trauma you've experienced. Really working with your spiritual team to free you of this energy. But in order to be freed of this energy, there needs to be an awareness of it, right? So that means that there needs to be, you need to confront it. You need to process that, okay, this is a trauma wound, or this is, you know, trauma pattern, or something that I'm doing based off of fear or based off of pain. And maybe you're doing because that's what your parents did, you know? So it could be as simple as the way you speak to yourself, you know? So they're wanting you to kind of like unravel that and let it go. The lesson of the past is to not stay in it. It's to learn from it and to do better. You are not your past. You're in the present moment. And even the present moment isn't even about the future. A lot of people jump into the future and they're like, what's going to happen? You know, I need to, you know, they're thinking, you know, ahead of time, and it makes them anxious and they start to get worked up, right? The present is just the present. It's just being here and knowing that your present creates your future. And your present is healing from the past. Okay? It can be healing from the past, or it can be a product of the past. And so you guys have to decide whether you're going to be a product of your past, a product of the pain, or the PTSD or trauma or whatever the heck has happened in your life or into your parents or their parents. Are you going to be a product of the pain, or are you going to be the healing, the health, the power of the present? Okay? It's crazy as I'm saying that, I'm sure there's like it's probably a cat in my backyard. And Harlow, my Siberian Husky, wants to go in for the kill. She wants to hunt. And I don't know, I just feel like you guys are being kind of called to, don't let the past distract you, okay? Don't let it distract you. Don't let it take you off course. And look, we got the sirens. And you know they say when you hear sirens, it's Archangel Michael. Don't be so blindsided by the past. It's just simple. It's as simple as this. You learn from it. You don't claim it. You cleanse it. You pray over it and you release it. You feel it, you release it, you let go of it. You surrender it. You decide here in this present moment that you want more for yourself, that you want better for yourself. You decide now in the present moment that you are healed from this, you are free from this, and that you and future generations and that are to come won't experience the pain of the past. So this is like a reboot, a reset for your bloodline, possibly even a reset for your soul tribe. Like, this is a reset, and you're going to do it. Okay? So they're actually to be dedicated to being better you. When you focus like just simply on you, like when you put all your energy into you, you're healing your ancestors. They heal via you, through you. You are them. You know, and I'm getting that quote where it's like, walk like you have like 1,000 ancestors behind you. And that is the truth. You are the embodiment of thousands of ancestors. You know, and they're showing me like a fingerprint, like the different design in your fingerprint, and they're showing me like a tree. So you guys can be connected with sacred geometry. You can start getting a lot of signs with that, but you guys are like the pattern, the path of past timelines and past souls. But you guys can now create your own path and your own pattern. Each spirit has a choice to shift the path, to shift the line of things. So you guys are kind of creating your own path, creating your own foundation, which is in return going to heal your bloodline. When you heal, they heal. When you win, they win. When you grow, they grow. So you are that key, Okay, you are the chosen one, literally, for your bloodline. So just know that. And then you are going to be a positive reflection. Like, you're a positive, oh my gosh, I'm hearing Aaliyah. She says, you're a positive, motivating force within my life. Should you ever feel the need to wonder why, let me know. Let me know. Yeah. At your best, you are loved. There you go. Who's at your best? You are loved. You're a positive, motivating force within my life. Yeah. So, should you ever feel the need to wonder why, let me know. Let me know. I feel like your angels and ancestors are saying you can speak to them. Like, let us know. That's the energy. Like, let us know. Like, what they're playing that song. Tell me what it is. Yeah. I don't remember the words. Look beyond your words, try to find a place for me. Yeah, so I feel like they're giving you that welcome to, if you want to know more, ask us. Speak. And I got this recently in a personal reading for someone. I know this is gonna sound corny, but it's like in Disney's Pocahontas, where Grandmother Willow, the tree, ancestors in the tree. Now let's give an avatar. The tree has spirit. Look around, child. There's spirits all around you, child. That is the message. There's spirits all around you, child. And that kind of goes back to someone else had the compass. Two other options have the compass, and Pocahontas has her compass, and she connects with spirits of the land and nature and animals. And she's being guided by an ancestral spirit. She's being guided by earth spirits. Her grandmother is speaking to her via, a tree, Grandmother Willow. So, and trees are old, they're ancient, they hold a lot of wisdom and knowledge. And that also makes me think of in Avatar, there's that sacred tree. And she's teaching Jake, look, like it's like we're all divinely connected to this tree. It's a collective energy. It's a collective consciousness. And it's alive. And that's why they can't cut the trees down. And now we're talking about Pocahontas. So we're talking about indigenous energy. We're talking about ancient energies, indigenous energies to land. And how maybe the land was taking, it makes me think of Spike Lee. He had a shirt, he had like this shirt, I have it, and it says 40 acres and a mule, like, where's the things that belong to me, reparation, where, and why am I hearing Chris Brown's residuals, like, literally, all the things that are owed to my bloodline, and to me, it's your birthright, and that's what's kind of coming through here, is indigenous people, indigenous cultures, bloodline, ancestral healing, receiving what's owed to you. And that may look different for different people, but they're speaking to you. It's like they're singing to you. It's like, do you hear us? That's what I'm hearing. It's like they're singing to you. Do you hear our call? Do you hear our call? And they're even showing me Malcolm X. They're showing me Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. They're showing me these different, the revolutionaries, like people who stood up and they stood for something, whether it was more in a more a peaceful way or more aggressive way. Either way, these are two beings that really stood up for something, and fought for their community. So once again, we're talking about ancestors. We're talking about those who've come before us, right? And where we are now, and we will too come before others. So just as much as you're looking towards the past, like these are my ancestors, you too will become an ancestor for someone. So this is where it's like you are product of all that they've created, but you don't have to be a product of their pain. You can be a product of their wisdom and their fierceness, their bravery, their intelligence, their resilience. And you can take that energy and create a even better, and healing and foundation for the future generations by healing the pain that they've had to go through just to survive. So that's kind of it's giving ancestor reading. It's giving ancestral energy. Okay. So we haven't even gotten to the cards for y'all. And this is you guys' reading. It's so deep that your reading is very it's all spiritual, it's all channeled. It's not even, you don't need cards for this. It's like you guys don't need a middleman. It's like when NIPSEY says cut the middleman, like you don't need the middleman. This is no middleman. You don't need a spiritual guru. You don't need to get a reading from somebody. You just simply need to sit your booty down. I want to say something else. You need to sit down and listen, because they talking, child. The spirits are all around you. Go sit by a tree. Go get grounded. Go take your shoes off and put your feet in the grass and see what happens, because the animals are the animals, earth, trees, plants, they're all conscious energy. They're living. We are God's source energy experiencing it itself. And spirits never die. Like, if you go back and listen to what I said earlier, if you skip that, please go back and listen, because it's all connected. Like, we are all connected and we never die. Our physical vessel, expires, but our spirit lives on and we continue to reach out. One thing that I've learned from being a medium is that spirits will continue to reach out and pour love. No matter whether they are related to you or not, if there's a call, if they are told or divinely guided or assigned to help you, they will. Even if you have a bloodline connection or a soul tribe connection, they'll help you. They'll be around to support you and protect you. So we help each other. We continue to help each other and uplift each other, remind each other, listen, we know it may look rocky here on earth, but remember you have a purpose. Remember you have a soul contract to fulfill. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep doing your thing. Don't give up, because remember what you signed up for. You don't want to have to come back here and repeat that same lesson again. You're supposed to have a new experience, whether it's on this planet or it's somewhere else. So we're always growing and evolving as soul beings. Okay. So that's what they really want to say here for you guys. I have written down business owner, entrepreneur, philanthropy, and this is kind of like reminiscent of another option a little bit, slightly, just that message. But honestly, those messages that I had initially wrote down, I feel like it's connected, but I'm just not understanding how it's connected quite yet to what I'm receiving for you guys without cards. It could simply be that because of everything your ancestors have gone through, they want you to have something for yourself, built something for, I'm seeing a visual of Madam C.J. Walker, like the inventors, creators, setting the bar high, doing something powerful for your family, your bloodline, your legacy. So, Madam C.J. Walker, she was an entrepreneur. She's a hairstylist. If I'm not mistaken, she was the first black millionaire, or what? I did a project on her when I was a little girl a long time ago, and I made her, and I had to make like a clay version of her, and I did this whole report on her, only for me to be 31 and forget everything, like my brain. But no, she's a big deal. Like, she's a big deal. So I feel like this is you guys creating wealth for your generation, like blood, like your bloodline is, I'm hearing, being renewed and healed via you, just by you being you and healing and doing the work. So it's not about you focusing so much on the past. It's about you being in the present and you accomplishing your dreams and goals, because that's going to naturally heal the past. Like, you just focusing on healing you and doing you is going to make your ancestors proud. Those that you could have never even imagined thousands and thousands of years ago, those who are connected to the earth, like, they are proud of you. And you need to know that there's fierce protectors and ancestor spirits here, and like earth spirits here, that are protective and loving and caring, and they want to see you win. They want to see you thrive. They're showing me a stag spirit. like leadership. They want you to take the initiative and be brave and fierce and confident, stand up tall in all your, I'm here majesty. There's this beautiful regal energy to you, and that's the way your ancestors and spirit guides see you. So out of all the options, you guys have like an ancestor reading. And that's so powerful that your ancestors and passed on loved ones are coming through. Even passed on animals like fur babies are coming through to say they are proud of you. And they're saying that you were chosen for this and that you can accomplish and achieve anything you put your eyes to, your goals to, your intentions on, your heart on. You can have it. But you guys need to listen. There's something about listening. Like, open up your ears. They've been giving me this song a lot. They've been giving me Busta Rhymes. Yeah. Put your hands where my eyes can see. Like, listen, literally just be open and receptive to what comes through. Listen. Okay? We don't even have any cards out here for you guys, but that's the message. Let's see if we get anything else for you guys. You guys, okay, you guys have the Three of Wands. Yeah, so it's like the path will be shown to you, or you will hear what to do. It feels like you guys could be more clairaudient, because even with the music, we got music coming through. I didn't sing for any other option but you guys, and I feel like your angels and ancestors and spirit guides, spirit animals, want to connect with you in nature, but you may hear messages like very clearly, like what to do. Or they could use songs to connect with you. All frequency, it makes sense, but sorry, indigestion, excuse me. They're gonna connect with you, okay? So if you don't know how to move forward, they're going to show you, they're gonna talk to you, they're gonna speak to you, or they're gonna use someone to say something to you. And you're gonna know intuitively, like, whoa, I was just thinking about that. Or I was just, researching that. They're gonna give you signs. What is this one? The Warrior of Earth. Whoa, see, I said there's like earth spirits watching over you. I'm telling you, this made me think like strongly Avatar, the first one. Yeah, you have this, that's a scarab beetle. And in one of my decks it says magic works through you with the scarab beetle, but they're also protection. So you are being fiercely protected. Okay, let's see what's going on. They want you to ground your energy, spend time on Earth. Rebirth. There we go. There's a death energy, Scorpio energy. This is a dead. I'm telling you, you guys have passed on, like maybe even friends. You guys have passed on loved ones, people who love you, spirits that love you, that are watching over you. It's like we never die. They could also be letting you know that you're going through a rebirth yourself. It's like they're doing work for you. They're putting in some sort of work for you. They just need you to focus on you in the present moment and know that that's going to manifest for the future. Whoa, watch one to get caught into this. Six of Wands, victory. Oh yeah. This is victory lap. Literally, the Six of Wands talks about a warrior. The Six of Wands talks about a warrior who's going through a lot. In the original tarot, he comes out, he looks beat up, but he's on a horse and everybody's rooting him on because he's the one that made it back. The warrior. Even like me mentioning like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, like these are warrior-like spirits. These are, whether one's more peaceful or one's more militant, it's still a warrior, someone who protects and is trying to create change for their community and protect their community. And it's making me think of Avatar, how Jake had to like step up and understand like the value and the importance of the sacred land and the people, the tribe. And the bloodline, ancestors, and community. He didn't understand community. He didn't understand, all he knew was war and death and obstacles and trauma and his own handicap, like the things he dealt with, right? But he started to understand like how everything was connected, even the animals and the earth and the culture and their prayers and their chants and the love. He fell in love. And then he realized that there was so much sacredness in this, and he felt alive again, and he felt the spirit, speaking with him, and the connection with the animals and the earth. And he realized that this war can't happen. Like, if anything, we need to be protecting this and not destructing, like not killing this. Gaia needs to be protected and not killed. So, and this is what's coming through. It's like the divine feminine needs to be protected and healed and nurtured. And the divine masculine needs to understand that war doesn't need to be, war shouldn't be used just for anything. You know, if that warrior energy is supposed to be to protect and to love and to protect what's sacred and what's innocent, not just to kill for the hunt, you know, not just to kill just because of pride and ego, you know. And it makes me think of that scene from Avatar where he was, you know, battling, I forget what those animals were called. It was like when he at first like made it there in his avatar, and she killed that animal to protect him, and he was like, thanks, or something like that. He said something, and she was like, I had to kill this animal, this innocent animal, to protect you. You're stupid, like you're dumb. You know, like this animal wasn't bothering you. You were in its land, and now I had to protect you by killing it because you were stupid and you were in their territory. What an interesting way of viewing things, right? So it's really, this is a realization that there's so much more to life than just humans. You know, like this is the opposite of self-centered. This is like there's so much more and everything's connected. And let's think of how everyone is affected by this. Okay, so the next quote that I have here is dedication, hard work plus patience to sum up all my sacrifice. I'm done waiting. So yeah, this is you stepping into your victory. It's like it's time. It's giving ceremony. And I believe Nipsey has a song called Ceremony, but this is like, this is my initiation. This is my time. I've come out of this war. I've come out of the trauma. I've come out of the pain, right? This war of life. And I'm getting that corny quote. I love it though. From the movie Troy, with Brad Pitt, where he says, "You've given me peace in a lifetime of war." And instead of that being a romantic thing, because it was initially romantic, because, you know, the god Achilles is talking to her, I forget her name, and he's, you know, telling her, look, thank you for giving me this peace and this love in this lifetime of war before he dies, you know, and which could be symbolic for this reading, right? The point is, your ancestors and spirit guides are saying, we appreciate you, we uplift you, we honor you, and thank you. Thank you. You know, so your own ancestors are thanking you. And I feel like that you guys should show gratitude and return to them. And the future generations, if you do it right, they'll be grateful for you and what you create. So you've given me peace in a lifetime of war. All right. So that is what's coming through for you guys. You've given me peace in a lifetime of war. The overcomer. Six of Wands, the person who made it out of the war, who's being like rewarded, you know, cheered on. You made it. This is your victory lap. You made it. I mean, the significance of that victory lap, the Six of Wands, which is victory, the wands being fire, energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and then that movie Troy, the god Achilles of war. He had taken many lives in the past. Without hesitating. That was his lifestyle. That's what he knew. Only until he understood love and peace and his own grief of his own cousin passing, right? Because his cousin tried to be him and ended up being hurt in battle, in war. That he wanted revenge. And I can't remember who said it. I don't know if it was the goddess, I forget what her name was, that he fell in love with, but she said to him, like, when does this stop? My cousin killed your cousin, and now you're going to try to kill my cousin. Because he killed your cousin on accident. So it's like, it's this war, and it's like, you're going to go, you know, back to back, like blow for blow. Like, no one's going to win at this. It just creates more pain and more resentment and more grief. You know, and that's what's coming through here, is to be the bigger person. And I think that's what Achilles is, what his purpose was to meet her, to understand the different way of approaching things, and to put aside his ego and his pride, and to do things differently, which in return he somewhat tried to. He's still kind of led by his ego, but at the end he does end up dying for love. He didn't have to. If he was still the cold, careless person who led by trauma and anger and fear and ego and pride, he could have let anything happen to her. Instead, he protected her, and he did the right thing by protecting her, and he knew he would die for it. So that was the sacrifice he took for her love. And so, to protect her and to do the right thing. So sometimes there is a sacrifice when we are called to do the right thing, or to rise above the past, or to rise above our ego and pride, right? And it may not be a popular sacrifice. It might be like, you know what, I have to do the right thing. I can't be a part of this, or I can't do this, or I need to do better, just so that others can be at peace, so that others can have a better life. And it feels like this is like you're talking about your ancestors' sacrifice to pave the way for you, so that you could have more for yourself that they didn't get a chance to have. So that's coming through. That reading right there could go on so many different levels, so many different directions. All right, let's talk about this. We have Earth Angel. That Earth energy, kindness, sensitivity is strength, higher perspective, divine abilities. Some of you guys could be meeting a Earth Angel, someone who's here, you know, like an angel in physical form, you know? You know how they say be careful how you treat people, because it could be an angel in disguise. That energy too, randomly meeting someone that gives you some sort of knowledge or help. But as well as meeting Earth Angels, or you even being an Earth Angel, someone is supposed to be here to help uplift the consciousness, the energy. And then we have healing, gentleness of love, realignment. Yeah, this is a reassessing what you stand for, your morals, the people around you, the places you go in. It's like, what's your code of law? Like, what type of rule do you live by? Like, there's the golden law, the golden rules. And basically, I'm hearing treat others as you would have them treat you, because there's karma. Trust and believe there's a sacrifice that you make for everything. If you do something that's bad, it's going to come back in some sort of way. Whatever energy you put out comes back. Karma is neither bad or good. Karma is neutral. It's just whatever intention, whatever energy you put out is going to come back to you at some point. And if I'm not mistaken, there is a Nipsey Hussle, there's probably several interviews where he's talked about this, where he's talked about, like, whatever you put out, you lead in, if you coming from a place like that, it's going to come back. You know, and I think I also saw something about him talking about the golden rule, golden law, or something like that. And that's also connected to Ma'at, the goddess Ma'at, of justice and fairness. So we have like a lot of like karma here in justice energy, and what's fair and what's balanced, and healing from the past, and getting I'm here your birthright, what's just for you, because of like the past sacrifices of your ancestors. Yeah, okay, so we have healing. So once again, this is healing the past, and the way you heal that is by healing the present, focusing on you. And then we have this creation here, creating new energy. And this says unique expression, flow of creation, joyfulness. They want you to embody this peace, this joyfulness, this light, this happiness, the healing. They want you to tend to yourself. In what ways can you heal yourself? Is that by talking to a therapist? Is that by, you know, going to your doctor's appointments? Is that by eating healthier if you know you've been eating crappy? Is that by changing who you spend time with? Maybe changing your environment, cleaning your environment. They want you to kind of like, I'm hearing tidy up, clean things up, clean it up. Dot your I's, cross your T's, like get organized. Are you on your A game? Are you taking care of your health? Are you taking care of your mental health? A lot of times people be like, well, I'm taking care of myself, but they're not taking care of their mental and emotional well-being, because people are too prideful to go to therapy. Or maybe they don't believe in therapy. Maybe you had a bad experience. Get another therapist. Literally. If y'all knew my journey with therapists, I finally have a good one. Yeah, shout out to him if he sees this. But literally, it's just you guys giving yourself that mercy, giving yourself that healing and love that your ancestors weren't able to give themselves. Look at the benefits. Look at all that you have that your ancestors didn't have. You know? Truly blessed. So that's what's coming through. Let's see what else I can for you guys. I'm hearing do something different. Step up your game. Try something new. We have omens. So they're going to start giving you omens. Look at that hawk. telling you, all the earth spirits. Pay attention to the earth spirits, the animals, like how I heard that animal moving around outside. Like, pay attention to what is being shown to you during this time, because they're connecting with you. They're connecting with you, okay? They may even send spirits to connect with you. Letting go. Let go of what doesn't serve you. Let go of pride, ego, anger, war, grief. Just surrender. I'm hearing 𝐤𝐚𝐬𝐜𝐽, surrender. Surrender. Listen to that song, surrender. You gotta surrender. You gotta let go. You can't control everything. You can't hold on so tightly to everything. You gotta allow things to be felt. You can't. Pent up emotions cause disease in your body. You gotta let it. You gotta feel in order to heal. You gotta cry. You gotta sometimes allow that purge to come up, so that you can feel that release, you know, and to breathe and know that you're here, you are safe. I'm hearing I am alive and well, 𝐤𝐴𝐼𝐜, I am protected, 𝐤𝐴𝐼𝐜. These are mantras, you know. So really connect, know that everything is okay. I'm hearing Bob Marley, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. Yeah, don't worry. Birds could definitely be messengers for you guys. Woo, drum. Sacred drumming, like ancestral drumming, could help you guys, but dancing to drumming as well is also a way to connect with the ancestors and spirits. So, hey, dream and journey. So they can be connecting with you via your dreams, but really they're helping you along your path and your journey. It's the signs that they're with you. No matter how lonely it may seem at times, you're not alone. And then we have she-wolf. Look at that. I mentioned my dog, ironically. This is embracing the wild within. It says unleash the wild within. So unleash all that pent up energy. Because if you don't do that work, it might explode. Like you might, like a bomb. Like you might just kind of pop off on the wrong person. Someone who doesn't deserve that. You know, someone who doesn't deserve your anger or your pain, you know? Could even be your own children, your own family. So make sure you're doing the inner work. Okay, especially if you are a man, there's so many, especially if you're a man of color, make sure you are taking care of your mental, emotional health. That makes you powerful. You're deserving of that. Unleash the wild within, okay? In whatever way you need to do that. Working out, running, singing, writing, dancing, screaming, painting, whatever the heck it is, boxing, speaking it out, singing it out, whatever. You know, for some people music is therapy. You know, different things, different hobbies, crafts, skills, talents, it helps them to transmute. It helps them to release energy. So we're talking about transmutation. What's happening with you guys? Oh, look, you guys have 2 cards. I'm gonna take them. You guys have protection. I am safe. I am alive and well. I am protected. Transmute. I just said it. Bam! Mic drop. I love that you also have a mic drop. Everybody's getting mic drops here. All right. I'm hearing keep my grass so low you can't even mow it. It's like you know that not everyone's for you. So this is why it's important to cleanse your energy, protect your energy. You don't have to get involved in a battle to handle a snake. And that's important for you guys. You need to know that. You don't have to waste your energy to handle a snake. There's more strategic ways to handle snakes. I don't know what that's about. And ultimately, the hawk, the eagle, is going to get the snake. Now, you just need to have strong discernment and strong intuition to know who's for you, who's not for you. Don't be guarded. Don't be blocked off. Don't be paranoid. Just know that I'm hearing new levels, new devils. When you raise up, when you rise in frequency, it draws in moths, right? People project, people get jealous. But it doesn't mean you have to go all Achilles on them. You know? It's just that you need to be in your power. And I'm seeing this symbol. I'm seeing that. You know that symbol that people do of power? You know, it's like I'm seeing like mudras and hand gestures of power. Like, stand in your power. Kings and queens have always had threats. Emperors and empresses have always had people who were jealous and snakes that have always wanted their position or wanted to be them or didn't know how to process that they really were inspired by these people, but it's showing up in jealousy and resentment because they don't know how to embody it themselves. You can't let that throw you off your journey. You can't let that rile you up and take you off of your throne. How silly does an emperor look getting off of his throne to handle a snake? They're hating, okay, let them hate. You focus on protecting your energy and your space. You make sure the right people are around you. You connect with your angels and ancestors and spirit guides. Know that this snake is going to be handled. Because you're not alone. You're not doing this alone. You have fierce protective energies handling the things for you. You just need to call on them and ask them for clarity and discernment. And when a snake reveals itself to you, don't second guess it. A snake is a snake. It's kind of crazy we have that. So transmute your own pain and anger and resentment into creativity, okay? The snake sheds its skin. So now we're looking at it in a different way because snakes also represent wisdom and like Kundalini energy and rebirth. And you have the rebirth here of transmutation. So this is you guys shedding old skin, old energy that doesn't serve you and stepping into a new energy. So this is the growing pains. Sometimes it's growing pains, right? So this is growth that's happening. And we, like I said, the strong protection here. And this is a number 1, which is a fresh new beginning for you guys. You guys have 444 out here. Another option had 444. Very powerful. Look up the angel numbers 444. I'm hearing you're safe and protected. Focus. The bow and arrow. Focus on your target. Focus on your goals. Focus. Don't be caught up in the BS. Don't be caught up in distractions and gossip and low vibrational energy. That you're supposed to be up here. Why are you focused on what people and energy down here are doing? You're supposed to be up here. If you're focused on this, you're on the same level. If you up here and you're like, oh, okay, I'm doing this, I'm handling business, yada, 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 like, that's what you need to be in. Focusing on yourself. Like a giraffe. Literally, I'm doing like all this and we have the giraffe come out. See the big picture. Literally. The bird. See things from a bigger picture. See things from a big picture. Like the giraffe. What do you have at the bottom? Dolphin spirit. This and that are true. I'm hearing 2 truths can be same. What do they say? 2 stories can be true at the same time? That's weird. This and that are true, but dolphins are very playful. You have 1, 2. Literally 1, 2. Like a build-up. And then you have 4, 4. The only thing that you guys are missing is 3. And 3 usually has to do with community. So manifesting your ants. I just heard unicorn. Interesting. You are unique. You are different. You are special for this time frame. Like your ancestors chose you. Once again, this chosen energy, chosen to do something, to fulfill something. But your ancestors and spirit guides want you to know that you're not alone, but you will be attracting the right people once you step into this energy. But if you don't step into this energy, you're going to be attracting dusties. So they need you to raise your frequency. Once you shed this old skin, literally, you're going to transform and raise to another frequency, and that's going to bring in other energies. So you just need to be mindful of your frequency and how you move. Yeah. Be intentional with how you move, how you go about things. And then we have brown bear spirit. Take time out. So they want you to take some time out to rest. This is usually the hermit energy. So they're wanting you to focus on healing. Take some time out to rest, to receive messages, to listen, to sleep, to meditate. Okay? That's when you're going to receive signs and messages. That same card still wants to be there. Dolphin spirits are playful, so play. Once again, the sirens, Archangel Michael. I love how it's ending on the same kind of note. They're saying you have angels and ancestry guides watching you, listening to you. They see everything you do. They're aware of who's for you, who's not for you. If you ask them for help, because you have free will, so you have to ask them for guidance every day. Call in your spiritual team every day. They're gonna help you, okay? You just simply need to rest, focus on your healing, taking care of your body care, body health, mental, emotional well-being. Focus on creation and playing. Playful energy is creative energy. Whether that's playing with your dogs, playing with the animals, spending time in nature, playing around, drawing, painting, whatever it is that makes you happy and creative. Music, drums, we had drums here. Focusing on your root chakra, feeling safe and secure and stable. That is what's going to help you right now. That's what's going to take you to new levels. And you will have victory. Literally, you have victory here, okay? So, you are victorious. It seems like once you do this work, more will be revealed to you. And that's where I'm just going to leave it. So, I feel called to say you guys should light a white candle and really just call on your spiritual team for your highest good only to be present with you and to help heal you and help you to move forward towards your dreams and goals, to help you to align with your higher purpose. You can also ask them to, you can ask God, Source, to remove anyone who's not supposed to be in your life and to replace them with people who are supposed to be in your life with ease and grace. So don't be shocked when you don't hear from certain people, okay? Just keep it pushing. And don't be shocked when you meet people and you're like, man, where has this person been this whole time? You're going to meet the right people, but you just simply need to have discernment and a strong intuition to know who's who. And rest is going to be helpful. So just listen up, okay? And that's what's going to take you far. I definitely feel like for you guys, there's going to be a lot of breakthroughs. I also think that it's interesting that you guys have a commercial coming through, and I have Spotify playing, and I've never had that happen. So I feel like there's definitely going to be some distractions, some interruptions. You guys just need to stay focused and listen up, okay? That's what I have for you guys. I love you. I feel like that's Spirit's way of saying wrap up the reading. It's done. But stay focused, all right? That's like a kid's song or a kid's show or something playing. So once again, be playful, be childlike, spend time embracing your inner child and see what comes through, because I feel like that's very interesting. That's definitely is a sign or synchronicity. So that's what I have for you guys. Love you. Comment down below. I am protected. I am safe. I am brave. I am fierce. I am at peace. All right. Love you guys.